and gentlemen, welcome to today's midday game between the Miami Dolphins and the LA Chargers. We are in the middle of week 1 of the 2023 NFL season, and already we've had so many good games and so many upsets. Currently, we are tuned in to the Houston Texans and Baltimore Ravens game. We're waiting for this game to finish up on CBS so we can catch our game for today. This past Thursday was the season opener between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. That game was the most viewed thing on national television since last year's Super Bowl, which means that this year is going to be a very exciting year for football. And I'm here to bring you every snap, every play, and every down. Today, the LA Chargers will host the Miami Dolphins. The Chargers-Dolphins rivalry has been played 36 times, including 4 postseason games, with the Los Angeles Chargers winning 17 of those games and Miami winning 19 of those games. The last time these two teams met was in December of 2022, where the Chargers won 23-17. Today, the Chargers are at-home favorites to win this game again, but the Dolphins are looking to redeem themselves from their last game and continue to widen the historical margin between the two teams. The Dolphins' offense starts in the hands of their quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, who has had some really scary moments in the last season with multiple concussions. The hits Tua suffered last season were so bad that even he briefly decided that he was going to retire from football, but he decided against it. Apparently, he's been cleared by multiple doctors who say that he's good to go, and unsurprisingly, Tua has not chosen to name those doctors. Not important. What's important is that he is healthy, and I truly hope that he is healthy and ready to play because today's game is going to be an electrifying game. Tua has been blessed by not having just one, but 2 elite wide receivers at his disposal, Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Waddle. Hill and Waddle were one of the most dynamic tandems in the NFL in 2022. The Dolphins' big move to acquire Tyreek Hill in that trade with the Chiefs, and that gave them the record, and they gave him the record-breaking contract, which has definitely paid off for the Dolphins. Hill, who was named the first-team All-Pro, set career-high numbers and broke franchise records for receptions and receiving yards last year. Now, before Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Waddle had a chance to team up on the field, Hill made a very confident statement. He already said beforehand, if he and I find ourselves on the same side of the football as teammates, side by side, it would be like pairing a high-performance sports car with another top luxury vehicle. That's what Tyreek Hill said about this pairing, and he was right. That analogy was very fitting in 2022. During his inaugural season with Miami, Hill shattered numerous franchise records, while Waddle solidified his reputation as one of the league's premier big play threats. Hill and Waddle proved to be one of the NFL's most dynamic duos last year. The Dolphins' bold move to acquire Hill through the trade with the Chiefs was just a smart move on their half. Hill unquestionably stood out as one of the most electrifying players of the 2022 season, and any doubts about his performance outside of Patrick Mahomes with the Kansas City Chiefs were shattered. I mean, you no longer can say that Tyreek Hill was Tyreek Hill because of Patty Mahomes. Now it's pretty obvious that Tyreek Hill is the man. He had 119 receptions last year and 1,170 receiving yards, trailing only Justin Jefferson of the Vikings. Now, despite Hill's presence, Waddle still managed to improve on his rookie year statistics, including higher receiving yards with 1,356 and higher touchdown receptions with 8. His impressive 18.1 yards per reception led the entire NFL. Yeah, Jaylen Waddle led the entire NFL with yards per reception. Leading the rushing attack for the Dolphins today is going to be Raheem Mostert. When Mike McDaniels, the Dolphins head coach, recently reflected on the previous season, he openly admitted that he didn't call enough rushing plays. This confession wasn't limited to conversation with the reporters and the press. He also told Raheem Mostert himself how he felt. McDaniels expressed deep regret about the insufficient running game and assured Raheem Mostert that he was committed to making changes in the coming years. The Dolphins' running back room for the 2023 season remains pretty much the same, very unchanged, with all 4 of their running backs from 2022 still in. Raheem Mostert, Wilson, Salvon Ahmed, and Myles Gaskins. Still, all of those guys are going to be on the roster. Now, the addition of Texas A&M speedster Devon Achane was selected as the 84th overall pick in this year's draft, and that added depth to the position. With Jeff Wilson sidelined for today's game, I expect Raheem Mostert to have a huge game. Last year, Raheem Mostert averaged an impressive 3.52 yards after contact, placing him 6th amongst all NFL running backs. Defensively, the Dolphins' defense is missing some pretty key pieces. 6-time Pro Bowler Jaylen Ramsey is expected to be out with a torn meniscus until December. Yeah, so the Dolphins are going to be without Jaylen Ramsey until December. So Xavier Howard and Kader Kohou will now be asked to cover Keenan Allen and Mike Williams in tonight's game. Defensive coordinator Vic Fangio will have his hands full today, but I'll go more over him later. As for the Chargers offense should be much better this season than it was last year. In 2022, Justin Herbert was banged up, and his top pass catchers also missed time. They are healthy heading into week 1. And the Chargers added even more firepower in the offseason, including first-round rookie wideout Quentin Johnston. Plus, the new offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, his arrival should lead to a more explosive passing attack. So, and I kind of believe that, but as a Cowboys fan, seeing what Kellen Moore did with us and how bad last year was, I'm not so sure that he's going to make that big of a difference. Anyways, leading the pass attack for the Chargers is quarterback Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert, the quarterback for the LA Chargers, was touted as one of the top fantasy football picks entering the 2022 season. He had an impressive finish as the quarterback 2 in 2021, averaging a solid 23.2 fantasy points per game. Now, a lot of people expected him to be a top contender for the #1 quarterback spot last year, but unfortunately, Herbert's 2022 campaign turned out to be pretty lackluster. He threw for 4,739 yards, which does sound like a lot, but he was below his usual standards in that margin and in that category, and he managed a career low of just 25 touchdowns last year. Now, as he gears up for the upcoming season, he's got some new weapons in the form of rookie wide receiver Quentin Johnston. Now he's also got Quentin Johnston, but Kellen Moore is going to be there too, whispering in his ear. Let's see how that duo plays out. Now the real question is, can these changes help Justin Herbert climb back up to that top five fantasy quarterback status? Let's break this down. Let's take a look at Justin Herbert's 2022 season, where there were several factors that contributed to his performance last year. First of all, he dealt with rib cartilage injury that he sustained in week 2, and it hung around for a few weeks there. So playing through that kind of pain isn't easy, and normally an injury like that takes about 6 weeks to fully heal. You can imagine if you've got messed up ribs, taking tackles to the midsection is gonna hurt. Ladies and gentlemen, we're a few minutes away from kickoff. I am just double checking to make sure that this game is going to be in my area. Give me 1 second and we're going to verify this for sure for you guys. Please stand by. The Miami Dolphins could win the Super Bowl this year, and here's why. Even though the Dolphins were knocked out of the playoffs in the first round last year, the Miami Dolphins have proved that they can compete with the highest caliber teams when Tua is healthy. With Tua at quarterback, the Dolphins have a 23-13 record. Tyreek Hill is undoubtedly the most explosive wide receiver in the NFL, and Jaylen Waddle finished 2022 with the 3rd most receiving yards in Dolphins history, and that was with Teddy Bridgewater playing 141 snaps last season. Defensively, the Dolphins have more talent than you would think. 4-time Pro Bowler Xavier Howard was ranked the 56th best football player in the NFL's top 100 rankings. This offseason, the Dolphins also picked up 6-time Pro Bowler Jaylen Ramsey to join him, meaning that the Dolphins now have the best cornerback duo in the league and the best wide receiver duo in the league. With the addition of Vic Fangio as their new defensive coordinator, the Dolphins are expected to have real success on both sides of the ball this season. All of that being said, I believe ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for that wait right here. There's the snap. We are back at the action. Justin Herbert in the pocket, breaking tackles, running forward, getting that first down. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 11 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Miami, LA Chargers. Okay, we are back. I apologize for all of the nonsense that you have just had to witness if you are still with me. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. I will go over all of this other stuff here later. But in the meantime, right now, Justin Herbert just got themselves a first down. Vic Fangio, defensive coordinator for the Dolphins, has his hands full. Here we go. Under center is Justin Herbert motioning in the backfield. There's the snap and a handoff to Austin Ekeler, who's going to run forward and gain about 6 yards on that one. That was Joshua Kelly actually with the carry. Joshua Kelly with that run right there. Joshua Kelly wearing the number 25 out of UCLA, 5'11", 212 pounds. This is his 20. He was drafted in 2020 in the 4th round, pick 112. All right, this is what we're looking at right now. 2nd and 6, 0-0. LA has the ball, 5 wide receivers set, empty backfield, waiting for the snap. 2nd and 6 on the 21-yard line. There's the snap, Justin Herbert in the pocket collapsing, deep throw, and it's going to be caught by Keenan Allen out on the sideline, and that is going to be good, a huge gain on that play right there. What a bomb. Great throw, great catch. And we're in pretty good shape right now. Pretty good shape. That got them. Let's take a look at this play one more time. That's going to be just past midfield. So good shot right there. 1st and 10 on the opposite, across midfield on the 43-yard line. Shotgun formation. There's the snap and a handoff. And he's going to go forward. Eckler's going to gain about 7 on that play. Austin Ekeler with a big carry on that one. It has been a big day for fantasy football, y'all. It has been a crazy day. If you have Joe Burrow, you are going to be upset with his performance. Very, that was a terrible performance by Joe Burrow today. I definitely have many shares of Burrow, and that did not work out for me. But here we go. Right now, 2nd and 4, single back formation. There's the snap and a handoff, and that's going to go forward for about 2 yards. Motioning in the backfield, that handoff was given to Gerald Everett, the tight end on that one. Gerald Everett good for about 2 yards on that play. So we can't talk about the LA Chargers and their offense without talking about Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator. The LA Chargers have hired Kellen Moore as their new offensive coordinator under head coach Brandon Staley. Moore was a former Cowboys offensive coordinator and brings a ton of experience into this offense. Here we go in a single back formation on 3rd and 2. Fakes the handoff. Justin Herbert has time. He's wheeling out. He's going to rush for that first down and get the first down and a few extra. So first down for the LA Chargers. LA Chargers making some moves here. Thank you. You're beautiful. All right. So first down coming up now. Fakes the handoff. He wheeled out on that last play. Justin Herbert rushing forward, getting up to about the 31-yard line. So we're going to have a 1st and 10 from the 31. This drive, 6 rushing plays, 2 passing plays, going for 64 yards. They've had the ball for 4.5 minutes on this drive. There's the snap and a handoff to Ekeler, who's going to take his time, finding a hole, patiently waiting, and pushing forward for about 5 yards, almost 6 yards on that one. Good, strong run by Austin Ekeler, doing the heavy lifting on that one. So now we're looking at a 2nd and medium, 2nd and 4, and we are just at the red zone. We are at the 25-yard line right now. Good rush by Austin Ekeler. It looks like they're inside the 25. So 2nd and 4, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd and 4. 3 rushes from Austin Ekeler, 18 yards today. He's wearing the number 30. We are in a shotgun formation. Motioning in the backfield is Gerald Everett. There's the snap and a handoff to Joshua Kelly, who's going to run forward and gain about 7, getting them another first down. So now we're inside of the 20 at the 18-yard line, and the LA Chargers are cooking right now. Vic Fangio starting to sweat a little bit, and God bless Texas, so am I. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Football Nation coming at you from San Antonio, Texas. So happy to be here. We do love football. It has been an interesting ride here trying to pick up all of these games, but it looks like for the foreseeable future, we will be using a different platform to stream these games. Here we go in a shotgun formation. Again, motioning in the backfield. We've got Mike Williams. There's the snap. And Joshua Kelly's going to run forward and get all the way to the first down inside of the 10. It looked like he was about to score a touchdown if he was not stopped in that very moment. Big stop there. Big stop there. And we're looking at looks like it's going to be another first down. Looks like it's going to be a first down, first and goal on the 8-yard line. 0-0, 5 minutes and 41 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Once again in the shotgun formation, lots of movement in the backfield. There's the snap and a throw out to the flat, and that's going to be good for about 5 yards as he dives forward on that one. That play is going to go to Keenan Allen once again, who was dancing around behind the line there. That you're going to need those as well, love. And that's a handoff to Austin Ekeler, and that's going to be good for about 3 yards there. So now we've got a first and goal on the 1-yard line. Are they going to decide to hand this ball off, or is Justin Herbert going to try to sneak his way through? Let's take a look and see, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look and see. My name is Mario Manuel. You are watching Football Nation. Right now we're facing a third down and goal. Third down and goal from the 1-yard line. Here we go, third and goal, I formation. And we've got a handoff right there, and that's going to be a touchdown for Austin Ekeler. Austin Ekeler with a big touchdown on that one to open up the scoring for this Dolphins and Chargers game. All right, we did have some technical difficulties earlier, ladies and gentlemen. We did have some technical difficulties earlier, but we are back and we are ready to go. You are watching Football Nation. That was a 1-yard score for Austin Ekeler, who is having himself a bit of a day already. Let me pull up some stats for this game here so that we can all be on this same page. Here we go. Give me one moment here. So we've got a 7-0 LA. The kick was good on that one. Kick was good on that play. Let me pull up this drive chart so we can all be on the same page. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to pull up a quick video for you guys while I make this adjustment. The Miami Dolphins could win the Super Bowl this year, and here's why. Even though the Dolphins were knocked out of the playoffs in the first round last year, the Miami Dolphins have proved that they can compete with the highest caliber teams when Tua is healthy. With Tua at quarterback, the Dolphins have a 23-13 record. Tyreek Hill is undoubtedly the most explosive wide receiver in the NFL, and Jaylen Waddle finished 2022 with the 3rd most receiving yards in Dolphins history, and that was with Teddy Bridgewater playing 141 snaps last season. Defensively, the Dolphins have more talent than you would think. 4-time Pro Bowler Xavier Howard was ranked the 56th best football player in the NFL's top 100 rankings. This offseason, the Dolphins also picked up 6-time Pro Bowler Jaylen Ramsey to join him, meaning that the Dolphins now have the best cornerback duo in the league and the best wide receiver duo in the league. With the addition of Vic Fangio as their new defensive coordinator, the Dolphins are expected to have real success on both sides of the ball this season. All of that being said, I believe Okay. Talk about all kinds of technical difficulties. We are back. We are live. Here we go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, huge play opportunity missed. Wide open Tyreek Hill. It did get batted down at the end of that play. It looked like he was good, but great defense by the LA Chargers to swat that ball away. Great Chargers defense there. Can't really knock it right there. That was CJ Jackson on the stop. We are in a empty backfield. Tua with the ball throws it up the middle, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be good for a first down and then some. That was good for first down and some. That's going to be cracked. Have not seen him at all, actually. I don't even have him in my lineups. But it doesn't matter because Tua just made a great completion right up the middle there. And now they're cooking. So great catch right there on that one. There's a pass. There's a play, then a handoff. And that's going to be Raheem Mostert who breaks a tackle and runs forward, gains 11 yards on that run. Raheem Mostert pushing people around. I knew he was going to have a big game today, and he's definitely doing that. So they're showing Tua's tendencies. In the middle, he has over 2,000 yards. On the right side, 775 yards, and on the left side, 589 yards. So he is definitely someone who really likes to throw up the middle of the field, and that shows because he has more than twice that than both of the other sides combined. So here we go. We got motion in the backfield right now. We got Smythe moving in the backfield. There's the snap and the handoff, and that handoff's going to be to Raheem Mostert, who runs out on the edge and runs forward for another 7 yards. 7 yards by Raheem Mostert on that run. And he is cooking right now, too. They're showing a quick preview there of the Eagles getting a pick on that one and running it all the way back past midfield, all the way for a pick six. The Eagles defense catching that one and running it all the way back. What a fantastic play by the Eagles. But let's get back to the Chargers and the Dolphins. We are in a shotgun formation. The Dolphins have the ball. We're looking at a 2nd and 3 on the 35-yard line. Fakes the handoff and wheels out to the left. He's going to end up throwing it behind the receivers there, and now we've got a 3rd and 3 situation. Tua unable to connect with the intended target downfield on that one. Looks like Braxton Berrios was the target on that. Unable to connect. Unable to connect. So the starting lineup for the Dolphins today: Tua Tagovailoa, Raheem Mostert, Tyreek Hill, Jaylen Waddle, Braxton Berrios, Durham Smythe, Kendall Lamb. Here we go. We are looking at this 3rd and 3 situation at the 35-yard line in a shotgun formation. There's the snap and a toss off to the side. That looks like it's good for a first down. And that is going to be a first down for the Dolphins. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what they call here. They're going to be bringing this one back, it sounds like. Let's see what comes up here. Okay. Holding offense. Number 58. Okay, so Connor Williams, the center, with the hold on that one. Connor Williams, 6'5" out of Texas, 2nd round pick in the 2018 draft. 2nd round pick in the 18 draft, being charged for the hold on that one. Let's watch this play again. And his feet are moving. I don't know if I would necessarily call that a hold. But you know what? I'm not out there today. I do referee on the side in case you did not know. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tua calling audibles at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what happens here. Waiting for the snap. Waiting for the snap. 16 seconds left on the play clock. It looks like he doesn't like what he sees. The Chargers are showing blitz. There's the snap. They're going to rush 5. So there is a blitz, and Tua gets face masked. No flag. Throws the ball and still connects with Braxton Berrios. That is going to be a first down, and there should have definitely been a flag on that, but there was not. So it doesn't matter. Here we go. Personal foul, face mask. They are going to call that on the defense, and still they were able to get that first down. Good job by Miami. It was a clear face mask. You could see his head jerk. Barely got his hand through there. Yup. Clear face mask. Good call by the referee to call that one eventually. It was a late one, but it was one nonetheless. And that foul was on Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa, brother of Nick Bosa, being called on that one for the face mask. So now, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes left in the first quarter. We're facing a first down and 10. The score is 0-7. Miami Dolphins have the ball in this moment. Tua Tagovailoa trying to get the first score of the 2023 season for his team. There's a snap and a handoff, and that's going to be to Raheem Mostert, who's going to run forward and gain that first down and then an extra yard as well. So they are inside of the 5-yard line. Looks like they are down at the 2. So we've got a first and goal with 2 yards to go to pick up 6 points on this one. Great run again by Raheem Mostert, who was looking solid today without Jeff Wilson to take carries away from him. And there's another handoff to Mostert, who's going to run it forward and get the touchdown. That is a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Raheem Mostert and the Miami Dolphins up to 6 on that one. Look at that as they practice their surfing celebration. Raheem Mostert with an amazing touchdown. Work of art, able to thread the needle, find the gap on the A side. A good shift there to the left. Turns his back to the challenge, pushes his legs, and ends up falling into the end zone. In case you are interested, the Green Bay Packers do lead the Chicago Bears right now 7-3. The LA Rams are trailing the Seattle Seahawks 0-3. Sorry, the Packers are up 7-0. And the score here in this game between the Dolphins and the Chargers is 7-7. Raheem Mostert with the first touchdown for the Miami Dolphins. So total yards of offense for the Dolphins, 134. Total yards of offense for the LA Chargers, 94. Tua today has 86 yards, 1 fantasy point. Unfortunately, not enough to make a whole lot of a difference. But Raheem Mostert, after scoring that touchdown, now has 31 total yards on 4 attempts, 1 touchdown, and 9 fantasy points to go with that. The top wide receiver for the Dolphins is going to be Jaylen Waddle with 1 reception for 35 yards on that play. He has 4 fantasy points right now. Depends on if you're half PPR or full PPR. My chart is half PPR, which is what I'm looking at in case you are interested in these stats. So, possession will change now back to the LA Chargers as we wrap up this first quarter, y'all. My name is Mario Manuel. Thank you so much for watching. Excited to see what the rest of this game is going to do, or how this game is going to unfold, because the last time I watched Justin Herbert and the Chargers play a team from Florida, they came back from a 5-touchdown deficit, and Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars were able to beat Justin Herbert and the Chargers in the playoffs. Huge game. If you did not watch that one, you can check my videos on my channel. I do have that whole game encapsulated into a 1-minute clip. So you can check that one out. Hopefully Justin Herbert doesn't blow another lead. They did start off with a 7-point lead in this game, but the game is very, very far from over, ladies and gentlemen. 7-7, Dolphins, Chargers. So when we get back, Justin Herbert is going to be trying to push the ball once again. He was touted as one of the top fantasy football picks entering the 2022 season. He had an awesome finish as the QB2 in 2021, averaging a solid 23.2 fantasy points per game. A lot of people expected him to be a top contender for the #1 quarterback last year, but unfortunately, Justin Herbert's 2022 campaign turned out to be pretty lackluster. He threw for 4,739 yards, which sounds like a lot, but for his standards, that's below his normal. And he also managed a career low of just 25 touchdowns. Now, as he's gearing up for this upcoming season, he's got some new weapons in the form of Quentin Johnston and a new offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore. So the big question is, can these changes help Justin Herbert climb back up to that top 5 fantasy quarterback status? Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? Here we go. We're waiting for the kickoff here. Justin Herbert is on the sideline. We're waiting for Miami to kick the ball back to LA. This game is in LA, in case you are curious. So a good drive put together by the Dolphins. Right now, the Rams have taken the lead. The Rams are up 7-3 against the Seahawks, which is pretty cool. The Browns buried Burrow today. I mean, they absolutely smashed them. And Christian McCaffrey and Brandon Ayuk had crazy games today, too. The 49ers went off today. So let's look at that. They're showing that big 35-yard catch by Jaylen Waddle, who topped out at 22 miles per hour last year. They're showing a couple of other top speeds right here. Jaylen Waddle is just fast. Look at him hitting that 22 mile an hour and gunning it. Anyways, 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line in shotgun formation. There's the snap and a pass thrown short underneath by Justin Herbert. And that is going to be to Mike Williams, who gets the catch and gets forward for just a couple. So that'll bring up a 2nd down. It looks like that was a gain of 3. We've got a 2nd down and 7 on the Chargers' 28-yard line. So here we go. Inside of 1 minute left in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, looking at this 2nd and 7, Justin Herbert is 2 for 3 in passing with only 39 yards. He does have some rushing yards under his belt. Let's see what he does on this 2nd down. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers to the left. Motioning in the backfield is Joshua Kelly, and a toss underneath, trying to confuse people, and that is going to be good to get them to a 3rd and 2. That was Davis on that catch. Davis able to make that play, number 12. So a little underhanded toss up the middle. That is a forward pass, even though it was an underhanded pass. Let's take a look at what happens on this 3rd down and 3 situation. Here we go. Calling an audible at the line is Justin Herbert, looking left, looking right. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Joshua Kelly in the backfield with him. We got 2 wide receivers on the left, 2 wide receivers on the right. Waiting for the snap, and it looks like they were trying to catch them off before the end of the quarter, but that did not come to fruition. So we are going to end the first quarter all tied up at 7-7. All tied up at 7-7. All right, so taking a look at Justin Herbert's 2022 season, there were several factors that contributed to his performance. First of all, he had a bad year because he had to deal with that rib cartilage injury that he sustained in week 2 of last year, and it hung around for a few weeks. Now, playing through that kind of pain isn't easy, and normally that kind of injury takes about 6 weeks to heal. You can imagine that it takes even longer if you're constantly getting hit on the side, either in practice or during games. Now, on top of that, Justin Herbert's 2 wide receivers, Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, were out of the lineup due to injuries, missing a combined total of 11 games in 2022. They only managed to share the field in 4 games. In 4 games last year, Mike Williams and Keenan Allen were on the field at the same time. They just missed so much time, and that was from weeks 14 to 17. Now, injuries plagued the Chargers all season long. I mean, they were beat up, banged up, and there's a reason why Justin Herbert wasn't able to continue to hold that lead. Really, it wasn't his fault. Really, it was definitely the defense's fault, who just kind of shit the bed. You know, it is what it is, but hey. Now, here's one thing. Despite all of those challenges, Herbert still remained a fantasy starter. He finished as the QB 11, so he's in the top 12. Obviously, he wouldn't be a starter in a 10-man league, but in a 12-man league, that makes sense. And he averaged a decent 17.07 points per game. However, he only had 2 top 5 quarterback finishes last season and just 1 game where he scored more than 25 fantasy points throughout the entire year. Now, looking ahead to 2023, there is a reason for optimism. Despite last year's ups and downs, Herbert threw the 2nd most passes in the league, which is a whopping 699 attempts, just 1 shy of 700. And that was the highest attempts that he had in his career, and he still ranked inside of the top 3 for completion percentage at 68.2. And that was 2nd in passing yards, and finished 2nd in passing yards with 4,739. So Justin Herbert is entering this year on a bit of an up note, even though he didn't have the greatest year last year. So he's in much better shape after getting the surgery on his non-throwing shoulder during the offseason, plus the Chargers added Quentin Johnston, their first-round pick in the 2023 draft. He has not got a single catch yet. Let's see how he does over the rest of this game. Keenan Allen has 2 catches. Mike Williams has 1. Davis has another. So here we go. We've got a shotgun formation. Looks like a huge false start that was pretty obvious. So we're going to have a false start on that play, pushing the Chargers back an additional 5 yards. Yes, false start on the offense. So that's going to be on Zion Johnson, number 77, the guard. So Zion Johnson being called on that one out of Boston College. Zion Johnson was the first round pick in the 2022 draft. He was the 17th pick overall. A very rookie mistake there. Here we go in the shotgun formation. We've got motion in the backfield. Waiting for the snap is Justin Herbert back there. A full 15 minutes on the clock. And there's the snap. Justin Herbert in the pocket. Gets the pressure really quick. He was looking left. Has to scramble. Throws to the right. And that is going to be an incomplete pass. He did catch that ball, but it looks like he caught that out of bounds. Did he get both feet down on that third down? And let's see what they say. There's the throw, Justin Herbert out to the sideline, and that is an incomplete pass. Good call by the referee, by the line official on that play to not give it to them. Okay, so incomplete pass. That will bring up a 4th down and 7. We are waiting for a punt on this play here. Lined up in the back is J.K. Scott. Here's the punt. The punt is up, and away. A deep, deep punt inside of the opposite 25-yard line. Looks like they're going to be at the 23 on this one. So Miami starting inside of the 25. Miami coming back out to the field. And I have faith in these Dolphins. I know it's crazy, right? But if Tua can stay healthy, there's a very good chance that the Dolphins can go far. They had a much better chance earlier this offseason when they had Jaylen Ramsey at cornerback as the right cornerback. Unfortunately, he has torn his meniscus and will be out until December. Hopefully, he'll come back in time for the playoffs if the Dolphins make the playoffs. But looking at their schedule, it's going to be a tough season for them. Now, they're a tough team to beat, and they do have some of the best wide receivers in the league. Here we go, 1st and 10, ladies and gentlemen, shotgun formation. In the backfield with Tua is Raheem Mostert. And we're waiting for the snap here. Waiting for the snap in the shotgun formation. 1st and 10, 14 minutes left. There's the snap, fakes the handoff. Oh, it looks like there was a hold there, but there's no flag. That was to Tyreek Hill, who's going to run forward and get past the 50-yard line. A huge bomb by Tyreek Hill on that one. A huge catch by Tyreek Hill. And that's going to be good to put them on the 48-yard line. So now we've got a 1st and 10 on the 48. That was one of those hook routes where you run sideways, you run up, and you go that way. So he ran out, he ran up, he ran towards the post, and he made an excellent catch just shy of midfield at the 45-yard line, crossed midfield, and ended up on the other side of it at the LA Chargers 48. So now Miami in good field position. Tua doing really well. Another pass in between the hashes. And here we go. We are in an I formation waiting for the snap, motioning in the backfield to Smythe. Fakes the handoff. Tua, the only left-handed quarterback, is going to throw that once again, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be huge play. Another one for Tyreek Hill on back-to-back plays. So another 1st down for the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins looking really good. Tyreek Hill going to take a breather after getting those 2 plays back-to-back, about 60 yards on 2 plays back-to-back. That'll put them inside the red zone down at the 19-yard line. So it looks like they're going to mark them at the 20. I think they should mark them at the 19, but here we go. Miami Dolphins looking at a 1st down on the 20-yard line, 59 yards after catch by the Miami Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards on 3 receptions. There's the snap and a toss to Raheem Mostert, who's going to get blown up and lose a yard on that play. He was smothered by about 4 Chargers defenders on that. They're going to credit Kendricks for that stop. Wow. I mean, Tua is looking sharp today. I guess those concussions didn't really affect him too much. He's playing really well. They did upgrade those helmets, and especially Tua's helmet, to protect the head. So there's additional padding to the back of the helmets for the quarterbacks this year, and they're really trying to prevent that CTE stuff, which, you know, is probably a good thing. So in shotgun formation, fakes the handoff again to Mostert, going to throw underneath, and that's going to be good past the 1st down, and another 1st down. That one is going to be to number 30 on that catch. What a good play. Once again, I mean, they're looking sharp, man. I can't even. That was to Ingold for 15 yards. Tackled by Woods on that play. So Tua, short pass to the left to Ingold, able to connect. And here we go. We are in a shotgun formation once again. To the left of Tua is Raheem Mostert. We've got Tyreek Hill motioning in the backfield. There's the snap. There's a fake handoff once again. Tua wheeling out to the left, and he's going to throw that into the dirt. Just throw that one away. Not get that past the line of scrimmage. And we're facing a second down and goal, ladies and gentlemen. Second down and goal. I have not had a chance to take my eyes off the screen and look at my chat. I hope that everyone is still here with me. I do appreciate you guys being here. Give me 1 second while I pull this up and pull up my chat for you guys. Okay. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation. There's a throw to the left at the pylon, and that's going to be caught. And that is not going to be good enough for a touchdown. Just short of a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, just short of the touchdown. That's going to bring up a 3rd and goal. That's going to be inches. I mean, Tyreek Hill was definitely inside of the end zone, but the ball did not cross the plane. Great call by the referee. That ball, oh, that might have crossed the plane. Let's see what that looks like. They're not going to challenge it. They might challenge it. There is a challenge now. Let's see what happens. I think that's going to be a challenge. Challenge flag is on the field. I think they're going to challenge to see if that was an inbounds. They might say that that was an incomplete pass. Let's take a look at that one more time. Here we go. Rewind. Tyreek Hill has 1 foot, and the second foot technically hits a pylon. So that might come back to bite him in the ass, because if that ball, if he hits the, I guess the ball has to hit the pylon, not the player. Still, okay, all right, okay. So now we've got a bit of a confusing situation in coming up right here, right now. So they are reviewing this play at this moment, ladies and gentlemen. We are reviewing the play at the moment. Tyreek Hill looked like he caught that ball at the end zone. Unfortunately, that was not a convincing enough play to give them the touchdown, and now they're looking at it again to see if it's even a legitimate catch. So if not, that will actually bring them back about 5-6 yards, and they're going to be looking at a 3rd down at this point. Sorry, it'll be a 2nd down, but it'll be a 2nd and medium instead of 2nd and inches, which would likely end up going to Raheem Mostert, being another touchdown once again for Raheem Mostert, and he's going to have a monster day, just like I predicted at the beginning of this stream. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario Manuel. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you are new to this channel and this is your first time checking us out, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share it with your friends. I appreciate you guys watching. Okay. Right now, we are waiting to see what's going to happen, but the Dolphins have been making some pretty impressive moves. The Dolphins are all tied up right now, 7-7. They are knocking on the door. Can the Chargers hold them outside of the end zone? Can the Chargers hold them back? Now let's see what happens here. The Dolphins offense has to go through Tua, who had those really scary moments last year, but he's been cleared to play. I, for one, just hope that Tua is actually healthy and not just out there because he wants to be out there. Tua does have 2 of the best wide receivers in the league right now. He's got Jaylen Waddle, and he's got Tyreek Hill. Last year, guys, Tyreek Hill had 119 receptions on 170 targets. He got targeted 170 times in 1 year. 1,710 yards, 7 touchdowns by Tyreek Hill. And Jaylen Waddle had 117 targets, 75 receptions, also broke that 1,000-yard mark, 1,356 yards by Jaylen Waddle. And that is to say that half of the time, the play was actually overturned, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like they're not going to give him the catch. Tyreek Hill only had 1 foot in bounds. His other foot hit the pylon, but that's not going to count. The ball has to cross or touch the pylon. And so we're looking at a 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. So 5 yards out, 3rd down and goal. The Dolphins have the ball, motioning in the backfield. is Tyreek Hill. Shotgun formation to the right of Tua is Raheem Mostert. There's the snap. Tyreek Hill is being targeted, and that is going to be an incomplete pass. That was actually intended for Smythe, who was on the same side, and that'll bring up a 4th down and goal. So likely the special teams unit will come out, and Jake Bailey is going to kick this field goal. Let's see what they do. Good defensive effort to swat that ball, get in front of the play. Excellent stop right there by the Chargers defense. No pass interference. That was Derwin James Jr. on that stop. Good stop. Again, another first-round pick, picked 17th overall in the 2018 draft. That kick is up. It squeaks in the right. Just barely good enough to get in there, but it is good enough, and that will give Miami the lead. So the score is now 10-7. Miami with the lead. So they're going to be kicking that ball back. And, yeah, that's what we're looking at. All right, touchdown Eagles, he says. Zeke just fumbled the ball. Let's go ahead and pop this up. And give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, let's pop out this chat. Let's get this going here. We're going to pop this open here, too. 1 second, we're going to get this live chat going. Get this live chat rocking and rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into my settings. Let's pop this one in. And let's see if we get anything. There we go. Okay. Touchdown Eagles. Make some adjustments here. It's interesting trying to do all of this stuff on the fly, in the live, in the real time. We're going to shrink this up, shrink that out, blow this part up. Okay. Little by little, we're getting this to come up. Here we go. Packers 7, Bears 3, says Christina. That's impressive. It's a close game, sounds like. Sounds like we've got a close game in Chicago right now. Close game in Chicago right now, 3-7. The Miami Dolphins in this game right now are leading 10-7. The Green Bay Packers also have the lead right now at 7. They have the 7-3 lead. Fan-freaking-tastic. All right, guys, we're here. We're ready to rock. I got myself a sugar-free Red Bull because it is going to be a long day as we do a double header today. We're going to be covering this game, and we're going to be covering the open game for my Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys will be playing against the New York Giants. I know that my buddy Lou is from New York, but he rocks and flies with the Eagles. So rock on, man. All right, the Eagles, I think the Eagles are going to smash the Patriots, but you know what? The Patriots' defense is always a tough one to overcome. It does help that the Eagles are able to actually get that pick six. What an awesome pick six from the Eagles, too. I did see that highlight on my screen. Can't wait to see more highlights later on tonight. Okay. We're getting back to this action. Apparently, there are a lot of Nickelodeon Slime Time hats that people have been purchasing or gifted or I don't know what, but it's been a long time since Nickelodeon did the whole Slime Time thing. So here we go. 10-7, ladies and gentlemen. 10-7. The kick is up, and away here. That is going to be let go to the back of the end zone. So they're going to start their drive. The LA Chargers will start this drive on the 25-yard line. We are in the second quarter, 11 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in the first half of this game as they cut over to Geno Smith, throwing a touchdown to DK Metcalf on the left-hand side of the end zone there. DK Metcalf scoring a touchdown that will bring that game to 7-10. Chargers trail by 3. I'm sorry, that was the LA Rams trailing by 3. Chargers also trailing by 3. Here we go in a shotgun formation. There's the snap and a handoff inside, and that is going to be good for about 4 yards. That was Austin Eckler, who's managed to keep himself in one piece. Wow, Austin Eckler has had a huge amount of workload over the past year, And I'm shocked that he is still seriously in one piece. I mean, yeah, that's pretty wild. He's got to be a tough formation. 2nd and 10. There's the snap, fakes the handoff. Justin Herbert taking his time in the pocket, throws underneath, and he connects again with Austin Ekeler, who's going to run forward and get the first down on that catch. So a reception for Austin Ekeler as well seems to be the favorite target of Justin Herbert. Austin Ekeler, wearing number 30, going to remain out on the field. They substitute out with him on occasion Joshua Kelly. But right now, Austin Ekeler seems to be the man. The score, 10. Miami, LA Chargers, 7. We are on the 31-yard line, 36-yard line, just shy of the 36-yard line. Justin Herbert is under center, a single back formation. Gives the handoff to Austin Ekeler, who's going to break through and get the first down and go all the way. He's getting past the 30, the 40, the 20, the 10, brought down inside of the 10-yard line. A huge run by Austin Ekeler. A monster play by number 30 on that one, right up the middle. Austin Ekeler doing what he does best, tearing up defenses. He gets the handoff, finds a huge hole in the center there, runs right up the middle, stays inside the hash marks. There's a quick throw out to the left to Keenan Allen, who's going to go forward, and he's going to reach in, and he's going to get the touchdown. Keenan Allen with the touchdown as well. What a huge play. What a sequence for the LA Chargers. I mean, that, wow. That was something, guys. Wow, that was something. Excellent effort. Quick toss right to the left side there for Keenan Allen, who shakes and bakes 2 defenders, not 1 but 2, and then ends up finding his way, falling forward. Great block assistance there, but he juked 1, broke 3 tackles to get there. Oh, let's see if they give that to him. Every scoring play is reviewed. He's staring right at the pylon. Every scoring play is reviewed. His knee is not down. The elbow does go down, but does the tip of the ball break the plane? Elbow just shy. Oh my goodness. They are not going to give him the touchdown. They are not going to give him the touchdown. And we've got a 2nd down and goal. So one thing that you can do at that level as a referee is make that mistake, call a touchdown, because you can review every single touchdown play. Every scoring play is reviewed. So here we go in an I formation. There's a snap and a handoff to Ekeler, who's going to run into the pile, and he's going to be marked short as well. So now we've got a 3rd and goal situation, and the Chargers have not actually gotten into the end zone at this point. The Chargers have not gotten into the end zone at this point. So, 3rd and goal, inches. They trail by 3. 3 points would tie it up. A field goal would tie that up for the Chargers. We are inside of the 1-yard line in the backfield. Okay, here we go. Single back formation. Austin Ekeler in the backfield. Fakes the toss. Throws in the center. There is a flag on the play. And that's going to be a touchdown. Let's see what the flag is. There is laundry down. So, let's see what happens here. What are they going to say? Offsides defense, that penalty will be declined, and that's going to be a touchdown. So we do have a touchdown on that one. The penalty was on Kohu, who is substituting in for Jaylen Ramsey. He was unable to get there in time. That was a throw to Parham. A throw to Parham right in the center of the end zone, and that is going to cap the drive for the LA Chargers. So the score right now is 10-13, waiting for the kick to go up. The kick is up, and away. The kick is good. So 10-14, the LA Chargers now lead by 4. Parham Jr. with that catch. Cameron Dicker's kick is going to count. Good throw by Justin Herbert. Very, very close calls. And multiple of these. I mean, almost a Tyreek Hill touchdown, almost a Keenan Allen touchdown. That huge monster play by Austin Ekeler with that run that got him about 40 yards. Right now, Austin Ekeler has 81 yards from scrimmage in the first in the first half, 81 yards and 1 touchdown. First half for him, 15 fantasy points. Austin Eckler, there's a reason that he was the number one for a lot of people. He was a top 5 pick overall inside of this 2023 fantasy football draft for most people. I unfortunately didn't get a single pick inside of the top 7, so I had to figure out my teams on the back end of stuff. Actually, that is a lie. In one of my leagues, I was picked number 4, and I still happened to get, at the number 4 pick, I was still able to pick up Christian McCaffrey. So, and he had a very good day today. Brandon Ayuk right next to him having a fantastic day as well. But right now we're talking about the Dolphins and the Chargers. And wow, so far this game has not disappointed. This has been an electrifying kick, or an electrifying day. I was reading Christina's post there. Cameron Dicker, the kicker. Let's go. Football, woo. Football, woo. Okay, let's expand this just a little bit for you. How's that feel? Looks good. Looks sharp. Maybe we can condense that. I will figure out a different chat module for you guys so that looks a little bit sleeker. So, today, the Chargers were expected to win this game, and they still are expected to win this game. They are in the lead. We are at 9 minutes remaining in this first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, in this first half. 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Both teams have 3 timeouts. One of these teams is likely going to walk away with a win, and the other one's going to walk away with a loss. There have not been any draws this year in week 1, and I don't think that there's going to be any draws this week 1. There's only few games left before this week is wrapped up. Tonight's game is going to be my Dallas Cowboys against the New York Giants, and tomorrow is going to be a slobber knocker of a game. We've got the New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins, another divisional game, and that one is going to be super exciting as well. I cannot wait for that game. That game is going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. All right, y'all. This right here, my football, is my safety blanket. Cheers to you. Cheers to all of y'all watching this. I really appreciate y'all's support, y'all's love, y'all's everything. Y'all are awesome. Great. Awesome people. Love you guys. Okay, cool. So the kick was up, and away. Right now, the Dolphins will start this drive on the 25-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa coming back out onto the field to do his job. Hopefully, the Miami Dolphins can find a way to score, because I am rooting for the Dolphins in a big, big way today. Rooting for the Dolphins in a big, big way, but I am just a fan of fantastic football. Right now, we are in a shotgun formation. A Shane in the backfield with Tua motioning in the backfield, as well as Tyreek Hill waiting for the snap. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Tua's in trouble. He's going to throw deep. He's going to throw all the way down, and that's going to get batted away. Just slightly underthrown. Could have used a little more touch on that one, but still a very on-target throw. Great defense on that one. Broken up by Davis, barely getting his paw to it. Still, Davis has been having a great day on defense. Michael Davis, number 43 out of BYU. This is his 7th season with the Chargers. Last year, he had some injury issues. Asante Samuel Jr. was taking over for him, but he is back now and making an impression on the defense. Waiting for the snap is Tua. There's the snap. That rush came in fast. Akshain breaking a tackle, running forward, gaining about 7 yards, 8. Looks like 8 yards on that one. So that's going to bring up a second down. That's going to bring up a second down and 2. Sorry, a third down and 2. So an 8-yard rush by the rookie on that play. 8-yard rush by the rookie on that play. Third down, 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Miami trails by 4. They have possession at this moment. So Miami has the ball. LA Chargers on defense, on their heels, waiting for this snap is Tua. So there's the snap. Tua looks to the left, looks to the right, throws up the middle, and oh my goodness, someone is blown up in a big way. Smythe is rocked. He's able to get up, but he looks a little wobbly on his feet, so that's going to bring up a 4th down and 2. That was a rough throw for Tua. I mean, wow. Poor Smythe had no protection there. Unfortunately, there was no foul because all the players were trying to play on that ball. If Tua would have waited literally an additional 1 second, which he had the time, he could have protected his wide receiver, his tight end, on that play. This one is going to be returned from the 30, and he's going to get brought down at about the 32-yard line. So Bethel on the stop, making sure that that punt did not get returned. Justin Herbert will be coming back out onto the field. 8 minutes left in the first half. All right, y'all. 8 minutes left in the first half. And right now we've got the LA Chargers coming out to the field. Head coach for the LA Chargers is Brandon Staley, the 17th head coach in Los Angeles Chargers history. Brought a fresh and aggressive approach to the team, resulting in 2 winning seasons and a playoff appearance in his first 2 years as head coach for this team. In 2022, under Staley's leadership, the Chargers achieved a 10-7 regular season record and returned to the playoffs for the first time since 2018. The offense thrived, ranking 3rd in passing offense and 9th in total offense in the NFL. Justin Herbert continued to set records under Staley's tenureship here, becoming the only quarterback in NFL history to begin a career with 3 consecutive 4,000-plus passing yards. Yeah, that was my whole thought there. Wow. Okay. The only quarterback in NFL history to begin a career with 3 consecutive seasons of 4,000-plus passing yards. Running back Austin Eckler also had an outstanding season last year, leading the NFL in scrimmage touchdowns. Definitely the Chargers, defensively, the Chargers finished the 2022 regular season as the 3rd-ranked unit in total defense and 4th-ranked in passing defense during the 5 final weeks of last year. Staley's innovative defensive strategies had a significant impact, and the players like Derwin James and Khalil Mack earned Pro Bowl selections under his guidance. Special teams also improved, allowing the fewest punt returns in 50 years, which, you know, that's pretty good if you don't allow any punt returns. I mean, here's that Austin Eckler run. They're showing that one more time. I mean, that run was good for a full 40 yards. What a beast mode, and then he scored at the end of that drive. He deserved it after really getting them there. That was awesome. Austin Eckler having himself one hell of a day. There's still 8 minutes left in the first half, and he's already got 81 yards and 15 fantasy points to go with it. Offensive coordinator for the LA Chargers, Kellen Moore, used to be one of our guys back in Dallas, but he is gone now. He's the new offensive coordinator under Brandon Staley. Before he started coaching, he spent 6 seasons in the NFL as a quarterback, believe it or not, split between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go in an empty backfield. Joshua Kelly motioning over. Justin Herbert's going to throw to Keenan Allen, and that's going to be good for about 7 yards, 8 yards on that play. So on that first down, we've got someone down. It looks like Austin Eckler. Mike Williams. Looks like Mike Williams is down. So Mike Williams has had a lot of injury issues as of late. And right now it looks like he faced another one. So he's going to run forward. Let's see what happens. Oh, he took a big hit. Looks like a helmet-to-helmet collision. He had nothing to do with that play. And he's laying down. Looks like the referees are going to take an injury timeout on that one. And we're going to go back to the commercial break. So on that play, whenever we get back from this injury timeout, we're going to be looking at a 2nd down and 3 on the LA Chargers 39-yard line. The Chargers do have the ball right now. That looked like it was an incomplete. No, they're going to give that a first down. Sorry, an 8-yard gain on that one. Okay, back to Kellen Moore, back to the offensive coordinators for the LA Chargers. So before his coaching career started, he spent 6 seasons as a quarterback in the NFL for the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. He made his debut as a starting quarterback back in 2015, so not even that long ago, showcasing his skills with a 435-yard, 3-touchdown performance. Yeah, that was his first day, and somehow he just, never made it really in the NFL. Anyways, coaching runs in Moore's family, with his father, Tom Moore, achieving coaching success as the Prosser High School in Washington, winning numerous coaching titles and state championships. Additionally, Kellen Moore's college career at Boise State left an awesome mark, as he set the NCAA record for the most wins by a quarterback, ending with a remarkable 50-3 record as a starter and earning numerous accolades for his outstanding play. That is Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator, ex-offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, and now the offensive coordinator for the LA Chargers. On defense for Miami Dolphins, we've got Vic Fangio. The defensive coordinator for the Miami Dolphins, Vic Fangio. He's an experienced football coach, currently serving as the defensive coordinator for the team out of Florida. We are still in an injury timeout. We are down to 8 minutes and 1 second left on the clock. Has anyone been cleared off the field yet? Nobody's been cleared off the field as of yet. Let's see what happens here in just this moment. Go BP. What is that? What does that say, Cameron? Welcome to the club, Cameron. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here, brother. All right, here we go. Waiting for the snap. We're in a pistol here. And there's the snap. There's the handoff. That's to Joshua Kelly, who's going to get blown up at the line of scrimmage and brought down. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 2. So now we're looking at a 3rd down and 2. 3rd and 2 on the 40-yard line. And the Chargers need to get something going here. They do have the lead, but they want to continue to pull ahead. Joshua Kelly is going to remain out on the field. No Austin Eckler on this one. They're going to give him this full series, it looks like. But the defense for the Dolphins is starting to look like they've got some holes there. Shotgun formation. There's the snap on 3rd and 2. Fakes the handoff, ends up tossing it underneath. And he's going to get blown up on that one and go absolutely nowhere on that one. And that looked like it was not going to be very good. That looks like that was to Quentin Johnston on his first play. Unfortunately, got nothing on that one. An inauspicious start for the rookie there. His very first play, Quentin Johnston gets 1 target, 1 reception, and loses 2 yards on it. Sorry, buddy. Welcome to the NFL. Not easy to score your points here. So we've got a punt formation. There's the punt. The kick is up. That's a very high hanging punt. It looks like they're inside the 15. That's going to go all the way back. And that's going to be in the end zone. So they're going to start their drive on the 20-yard line. They almost had them pinned back. He actually got his hands to it. It looks like it took a bounce. But Braxton Berrios not paying attention. He didn't flag that one down. Unfortunately, not enough to stop it. So there you go. They're going to be starting from the 20-yard line. Not a great chance for them. That was a great chance for the Chargers to really pin back the Dolphins and put Tua in a very tough spot. But the Dolphins will start this drive from the 20. And here we go. We're in a shotgun formation. In the backfield with Tua is Raheem Mostert to the left of him. Waiting for the snap here. So there's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Tua in trouble. Throws to Smythe. Smythe is good for 10. Good for 15. Ends up getting blown up after about 13 yards. Smythe getting the catch on the left-hand side. That's going to get them forward there. Good throw here. Good throw on that one by Tua out of the shotgun formation. Good throw, good catch. I mean, great effort. Smythe got hit really hard in that last series, but he seems to be okay on this one. So here we go. We are at the 38-yard line. The Miami Dolphins have the ball. They have possession. There's about 11 seconds left on the clock here. Looks like we're inside of 10 seconds inside of the play clock. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Out of the shotgun, there's a handoff. That's a quick handoff to Raheem Mostert, who tries to get to the edge and fights his way just to gain the 1 yard. The Chargers saw that all the way. They've been doing a lot of fake plays and actually throwing it, but this time the ball did get handed to Raheem Mostert, and that did not get very far. So the LA Chargers able to make a stop on that one. Miami trying to figure out their offense still. They have had some success. Frank Smith is the offensive coordinator for the Miami Dolphins. He's been the offensive coordinator since last year. He has 2 decades of coaching experience, including 14 years in the NFL. Here we go, y'all. 2nd down and 9. We've got an empty backfield, 5 wide receiver set. Tua taking his time. They rush 4. He's in trouble. He has to throw, and he's going to connect, and that's going to be good, and that looks like it's going to Braxton Berrios. Nope, that is not to Berrios, but that is a connected pass again to number 81. That's going to Smythe one more time. So Smythe with another catch on that one. Tua really trusting his tight end. He had to move, and his tight end did a comeback route for him. That wasn't the route he had intended to run, but excellent effort to turn around and see where his quarterback was, know he was in trouble, and come back for that play. Good tackle as well on the other end, but better play by the offense. So here we go, Miami Dolphins with the ball. Smythe has 2 receptions for 34 yards. Tua is 9 of 16, 192 yards. A flag is down on the play. It looks like there's going to be a false start on the offense. And we have a false start on the offense, and that's going to push them back another 5 yards. Isaiah Wynn committing the foul on that one. Here we go. They're panning over. And a good touchdown pass by Mac Jones there. Looks like that was to Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry on a 9-yard reception. Here we go. Back to our game. Shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap. We've got Raheem Mostert on the left. There's the snap. Tua looks to the right and throws underneath to Jaylen Waddle. Jaylen Waddle getting the catch and gaining about 7 yards on that one. So that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7. Mike Williams going to the locker room right now. And again, we are plagued by injury. A lot of injury-prone players on the Chargers. They're highlighting Tua. Tua, I would be nervous if I was Tua to get tackled and have his head smashed on the ground again. And if anyone's going to do it, it would be Nick Bosa if he doesn't feel bad for him right now. But good pressure by Nick Bosa to get to him and force an underneath throw instead of a deep bomb. So 2nd and 7, shotgun formation. There's a throw to Smythe, and that's going to get batted away. That's going to get batted away by Davis once again. Davis, who's been having one hell of a defensive game on that one. Michael Davis, number 43. That's his 3rd batted down pass in the first half. Full extension. Smythe is being targeted a lot. He moved around in the backfield right before that one. But now we're facing a 3rd down and 7, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd down and 7. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first half of this game. 3rd down and 7, shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 wide receiver to the right. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout, the first timeout of the game for either side. And it looks like one of these coaches wants to talk about it. That's going to be a timeout, Miami. Sorry, that's going to be a timeout by the Chargers. LA taking a timeout here. So LA now has 2 timeouts left. Miami has all 3 of their timeouts left. We are 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in this first half of football. The play clock will start at 25 seconds whenever the referee blows his whistle. They're looking at Derek Ansley right now. Derek Ansley, the defensive coordinator for the LA Chargers. A former football player turned coach as well. Now serves as the defensive coordinator for the LA Chargers. Let's see what he cooks up here. Shotgun formation. Tyreek Hill motioning in the backfield. Jaylen Waddle at the bottom of the screen. Tyreek Hill at the top. Raheem Mostert in the backfield, 3rd and 7. There's the snap. Tua taking his time. He's going to target Tyreek Hill, and that's going to get tipped up in the air and end up in the dirt. So now we've got a 4th down and 7, and Miami will have to punt this ball away. Incomplete pass by Tua, targeting his favorite wide receiver there. That was good defense by the Chargers. Jackson on that stop. Good hand up. Way to stay focused. Focus on the ball. Tyreek Hill was the target. Everybody knew it. It looks like the defense is staying out on the field, and it looks like they're going to try to go for it on 4th and 7. So 4th and 7, they're going to go for it on the 43-yard line. This is a big 4th down. Let's see what happens here. 2 minutes left. 3 minutes left in this second quarter. So there's the snap in the shotgun formation. Tua is going to look around and throw to the left. He's going to find Smythe. Smythe is going to get that 1st down. We've got a 1st down once again by the Miami Dolphins, trying to stay competitive in this game, and the clock will continue to roll. Big first down by Smythe on that one. They needed that. That had to be a catch. No matter what, he focused on catching, then he got the yards. A lot of times they'll focus on getting the yards before they've even made the catch, and they'll drop that pass. But right now, one rushing play, 6 passing plays on this drive. Good for 48 yards, and they've had the ball for some time, about 3.5 minutes on this one. Tua is over 200 yards in this game. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Tua's going to throw a big bomb to the corner there, and clearly, I mean, no pass interference called. That was intended for Braxton Berrios on the right-hand side. Davis was there, who's had a monster game so far. No interceptions, but definitely making life difficult for the wide receivers in LA. Miami wide receivers having trouble getting a catch here. So now we're looking at a 2nd down and 10. The incomplete pass will stop the clock. We've got 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in the first half. So we've got a Shane in the backfield with Tua back there. And now he's motioning out to the right. So we've got 5 wide. And Tua's going to throw up the middle. And that's going to be to Tyreek Hill, who's going to catch that ball inside of the 15. That's going to be brought down at about the 13-yard line. So right now, we are inside of the red zone, deep inside the red zone, inside the 15 with 2 minutes left to go. I think they're going to wait. I don't think that they're going to rush this one and try to get a playoff before the 2-minute warning. I think they'd like to go into the locker room with the lead. So that will do it up until the 2-minute warning. And when we come back, Miami still has 3 timeouts left to go. Can they use the rest of this clock wisely? Can they use the rest of this clock wisely? That's a big question coming up right here. So for defense right now, since the Chargers are playing defense and trying to hold off the Miami Dolphins, we've got Derek Ansley as the defensive coordinator for this football team. The defensive coordinator for the LA Chargers, Derek Ansley, his football journey began as a safety at Troy University from 2001 to 2004. After his playing career, he ventured into coaching in 2005 at Huntington College, a Division III school. Throughout his coaching career, he's exhibited remarkable progress. Notably, Ansley has made significant contributions during his coaching tenure at various institutions. He coached at Alabama, where he nurtured standout talents like Nika Fitzpatrick and Marlon Humphrey. Ansley then transitioned to the NFL, joining the Oakland Raiders as the highest paid defensive back coach in the league back in 2018. His expertise finally led him to the position of defensive coordinator at Tennessee before eventually becoming the LA Chargers defensive backs coach in 2021. Now he's up to defensive coordinator after that promotion that he got just this year. So this is his very first year as defensive coordinator. He just ascended to this spot in February of 2023. Good long history background for Derek Ansley, who is trying to keep it together. He's only allowed 10 points in this game so far, but the Dolphins are knocking on the door. Dolphins knocking on the door here. Offensively, offensive coordinator for the Miami Dolphins is Frank Smith. Frank Smith is the offensive coordinator for the Miami Dolphins. And with Frank Smith as offensive coordinator in his very first year as offensive coordinator for the Dolphins achieved a top 10 offensive ranking for the first time since 1995 with Frank Smith, finishing 6th in total yards per game at 364, and they are well on pace to get that today as well. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa set records leading the league in passer rating, while wide receivers Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Waddle broke multiple team records. This team's offense significantly improved under Frank Smith's guidance, jumping from 25th in total offense in 2021 to the 6th in 2022. Which, I mean, gosh, how do you deny how good that is? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. More about Coach Smith when we hit halftime here. Here we go. There's the snap, fakes the handoff, throws underneath Tyreek Hill, who's going to turn on the Jets and gain about 4 on that one, catching that one out of the backfield. 1 minute and 55 seconds left to go. Running out of bounds did stop the clock. So the clock has been stopped. Miami Dolphins trail the LA Chargers by 4 points. They are trying to take the lead before the half, but they need to take off as much time as possible on the clock, or at least get these timeouts charged by the Chargers. So here we go. We've got a second down that they're facing, and we're looking at a second down and 7. They're showing blitz. There's the snap. They don't blitz. They bring 4. There's a throw up the middle. That's good for a first down. Not enough for a touchdown, but Tyreek Hill did make that catch, and that's a first down catch by Tyreek Hill. First down catch by Tyreek Hill. Good throw by Tua. Gain of 7. Almost a touchdown there. They do get to keep the clock rolling here, and unless the Chargers take a timeout, which it looks like they're going to, yes, they will. The Chargers will take that timeout. Players look like they're starting to face the heat. Don't know how that's possible. And inside of SoFi Stadium, I'm pretty sure that's a dome out there. Okay. Tyreek Hill having himself a day. Lots of players having really good days right now. If Tyreek Hill can score a touchdown, he will be in great position right now. He's got 7 targets, 4 receptions, 92 yards in the first half. And a touchdown should make him one of the wide receiver leaders, maybe just behind Brandon Ayuk. Looks like right now the Green Bay Packers are beating the Chicago Bears 7-6. They are in the first. There's 1 minute left in that first half there. The Seattle Seahawks are ahead of the LA Rams 13-7. And here we go on first and goal. Tua looks right. Tua looks left. Tua's going to connect into the back side of the end zone, and that is going to be a touchdown. Number 85 with a touchdown on that one. And that's River Craft. That guy again, who's also been having himself a day. Never met this guy before. Never followed this guy before. But he has been doing some work. I mean, Smythe thought that was intended for him and went over his head. And number 85, Crackcraft. If someone knows how to say that, please tell me in the comments below. Christina's fantasy is hard to look at. I believe it. So here's the snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the score is now 17-14. But, ladies and gentlemen, there are still 1 minute and 42 seconds left on this play clock right now. And Justin Herbert can definitely score a touchdown with that much time left. So it looks like in this particular moment, Frank Smith happened to beat Derek Ansley in the battle for the coaches. Offensive coordinator for the Dolphins, defensive coordinator for the Chargers. Defense did not only buckle, they broke on that one. And the score is 17-14, which is interesting because now the total here is 31, and the over-under for this game was somewhere right in that. So if you had picked under on this one, then you're probably not happy about your choice or your decision. But let's see what happens here. There's still a minute and 40-something seconds, a minute and 42 seconds left to go. And I am hyped for these guys right now, for this game right now. Cheers to you, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. The Dolphins did get the ball to start the game. I think personally that they should have taken their time on that one and not let the Chargers get the ball back. But you know what? They got the score. Joe Burrow had a terrible game. He was 14 of 31 for 82 yards. Awful game by Joe Burrow. Here we go. They're showing Tyreek Hill stats, getting almost 100 yards in the first half of this game. Excellent, excellent. Just burning defenders. As good as Davis has been, he cannot stop Tyreek Hill. It is hard to stop Tyreek Hill, guys. You cannot stop this guy. So here we go. 1st and 10, empty backfield. Justin Herbert takes the snap. He looks to the left. He throws to the left. He throws underneath, and that is going to be good to Joshua Palmer, which is going to be about a gain of 4 on that one. So now we've got a 2nd down and 6 coming up. The clock is going to continue to tick. 1 minute and 28 seconds left to go in this first half. There's the snap. He looks right. He's in trouble. He has to throw this one away. Justin Herbert throws that way out to the other sideline. And Jaylen Phillips with the pressure on that one. Good job, good effort by the defense of the Miami Dolphins, who definitely, that referee got blown up on that play. Had to get out of the way. I mean, that's a tough spot to be in, too, as a referee. I've been in that spot. And then when you get hit, it hurts. Whether you expected to get hit or not, it hurts. So here we go in a shotgun formation. Austin Eckler in the backfield with Justin Herbert. To the top of the screen, I see Keenan Allen and Joshua Palmer. He looks that way. Who's his target? He's going to hit Palmer. Nope, that's Keenan Allen. That's good for a first down, and the clock will continue to tick. So now we've got a 1st and 10, almost reaching that 1 minute mark right now. 1 minute and 6 seconds left to go here. And here we go in a shotgun formation once again. Waiting for it. There's the throw. There's a catch. That's going to be good for 10 yards, and that's going to go out of bounds. So Quentin Johnston finally getting some positive yardage on that. That will stop the clock as well. I think Mike Williams exiting means that Quentin Johnston's going to be targeted more frequently here. Cameron Dicker, the kicker on the sideline, getting ready to warm up his leg. He's warming up his leg right now. They're at about the 49-yard line on the other side, on their own side of the field. So here we go. Shotgun formation. Bottom of the screen, I see Keenan Allen. There's the snap. And Justin Herbert is taking his time. He finds Austin Eckler on the flat, and Austin Eckler is able to get out of bounds to stop the clock, but unfortunately is unable to get any additional yardage. So we've got a second down and 9, ladies and gentlemen. We got a 2nd down and 9. Here we go. 2nd down and 9. We're hyped. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens here. 2nd and 9, shotgun formation, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting for the snap. We're waiting for the snap here. There's the snap. Justin Herbert's got the ball. He's got time in his pocket. Pocket's still holding up. He throws right up the middle, and that's going to be a connection inside of the field goal range. And that was Parham again, who scored a touchdown earlier. And now we've got another 1st down. 30 seconds left. They do still have a timeout. They're going to try to get one more deep shot in here. Let's see what happens. Justin Herbert throws that one all the way to the end zone. And that was to Quentin Johnston, the rookie, who was unable to get that score. All he had to do was make the catch and put them in a great spot. Incomplete pass will stop the clock right now. So we do have the clock stopped. So, I mean, it was a good attempt. Good try right there. Unable to connect. 28 seconds left to go. 18 seconds left on the play clock. We're looking at a 2nd down and 10, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd down and 10. All right. 17-14. Miami has the lead. Right now, LA has the ball. We're waiting for the snap. They just waiting for the snap in the shotgun formation. Here we go. There's a throw out to the right-hand side. That's going to be another incomplete pass. That was to Gerald Everett, who has been a bit of a ghost in today's game. Things are going to change with Mike Williams being out, y'all. With Mike Williams being out, things are going to look a little bit different here. Tua's got to feel good about himself in this moment. Tua's having a good day. Unfortunately, I have him on my bench. All right. Okay. Cameron Dicker's career-long kick, 48 yards. Cameron Dicker's career kick, 48 yards. Okay, 3rd and 10 on the 45-yard line. Justin Herbert slips. He slips, but he stays on. He gets back up on and gets on his feet, and he's going to run out of bounds, sliding. Why would he slide before just getting out of bounds? They're going to have to call that timeout. That was a very dumb choice. So Justin Herbert slipped, so then he starts running out to his right, and quickly he decides that he's not going to throw, but instead of just running out of bounds, which he easily could have done, he decided to slide, which is just, I mean, to avoid the hit, it's the smart move. But they should have run out of bounds to stop the clock, and in a dumb way, Miami took their timeout, didn't have to take a timeout, but they are facing a 4th down either way. Either way. I guess, yeah, okay, all right, it kind of makes sense, right? Because if he would have run out of bounds, then Miami could have gotten the ball back and they could have made some plays happen, but he was trying to milk the clock. They had one timeout left, so they could have gotten it down to 1 second. 50-yard attempt. This will be the new high. The kick is up. The kick is going to be a squeaker inside of the right post. The kick is good, so we have a tied ball game heading into halftime. The Las Vegas Raiders are trailing the Broncos by 3 as well, just in case anyone was curious. But above my head, you can see that the score is 17-17, and we're going to go into the locker room all knotted up. We're going to go into the locker room all knotted up. So let's take a look at the stats for today's game, which, I mean, it's been, yeah, let's take a look at this because this is pretty intense. So, total yards of offense already in the first half, ladies and gentlemen. In the first half right now, the Dolphins have 291 total yards of offense. Tua has passed for 229 yards. He's also got no touchdowns, which has got to be frustrating, but they've had a great – let me refresh this because this cannot be right. Refreshing my page. Now we're cooking here. Okay. Tua, today, the kick is up, and away. That's going to go into the back of the end zone. They're going to take this ball. They're going to kneel it because they're going to go back into the locker room. So I'm getting ready to get into my halftime statistics. I'm going to break down halftime for you guys and talk about both of these teams and what to expect going into the next half. So right now, 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. There's going to be a snap. I don't think that they're going to actually do anything on this snap. But let's see what happens. Let's see what comes up here. Score is 17-17, ladies and gentlemen. They might try to get a midfield play and try to get up to midfield and see if they can get a kick, but I doubt it. They're playing cover 2. They're playing really deep here. So here we go. Fakes the handoff. Tua still got the ball, and he's going to throw a medium deep pass, and that's actually good to get out of bounds. 2 seconds left. But that took too long, so now there's only 2 seconds left, and there's no way that they're going to kick that ball. I mean, that would be a 60-something yard field goal. It would be insane. So here we go. They're on their own 47-yard line. Had they got to the other 47-yard line, I think it would have been a little different. They might try to do a kick, but looks like the offense is still out there. The smart thing to do would be to avoid a Tua concussion. I think the smart thing to do would be to avoid another Tua Tagovailoa concussion. 4 seconds left on the play clock, waiting for the snap. Oh, they actually snapped it. And the Hail Mary is out. What? No pass interference. They're not going to call it. Yep. Wow, so they get one more untimed play, an obvious pass interference, and they're going to probably kick the field goal because Jackson got nervous on that one. That was a clear pass interference. I mean, there's no way that's not a pass interference. Defense, so there's going to be one more play. Untimed. And here we go. 3 points might be getting put on the board for Miami. That's what I get for speaking too soon. I shouldn't have said a damn thing. So here we go. Lining up for the kick are the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Jake Bailey, number 7, getting ready to kick this one out of Stanford. The 5th round pick in the 2019 draft. Getting ready to kick this one away. A 71-yard attempt. That's not right. And that's good. Wow. So the Miami Dolphins will take the lead heading into the locker room for the first half. The score is 20-17. My TV literally said 71-yard attempt when that was nowhere near that. But still, that was a good kick. Offense cooking with gas right now. That was a 41-yard field goal, not a 71-yard field goal, a 41-yard field goal, and that is good to take Miami with the lead into the locker room. The first quarter, the Miami Dolphins and the LA Chargers both got a score in. In the second quarter, both teams scored again, an extra field goal for the Chargers and 2 extra field goals for the Dolphins. So first quarter, 7 points for the Dolphins. Second quarter, 13. First quarter, 7 points for the Chargers. Second quarter, 10. total yards of offense for both teams. The LA Chargers have 226 total yards of offense. They have 121 rushing yards and 105 passing yards. Total offense for the Miami Dolphins, 326 total yards of offense, 62 rushing yards, and 264 passing yards. Tua, today, 264 yards and 1 touchdown. Raheem Mostert today has 32 rushing yards and a touchdown, giving him a total of 9 fantasy points. Tua had 1 rushing attempt, got 0 yards on that. Tyreek Hill is the leader for both sides in receiving yards. He's been targeted 9 times by Tua in this game. He has 6 receptions for 104 yards. The longest one for 29. He has 16 fantasy points right now. Jaylen Waddle is in second place for both teams. He has 3 receptions on 4 targets for 65 yards. The longest one being 35 yards from scrimmage, and he's got 9 fantasy points. This guy, Kraft, this guy is someone that I had never seen before. I had no idea who he was. I had not had him even targeted. I need to get more information on him. But this guy, Kraft, has 2 targets, 2 receptions, 25 yards, and a touchdown. One of those was a 1-yard touchdown, and the other play was a 24-yard bomb from Tua that he caught and that gives him 10 fantasy points. On the other side of the ball, we've got the LA Chargers. Justin Herbert is 13 of 18 today. Only has 105 yards and 1 touchdown. He's got 11 fantasy football points. The biggest fantasy point leader of today's game so far, Austin Eckler. 8 attempts on 8 rushing attempts, guys. He's got 81 yards. 81 yards. Some of those were receiving yards. But he does have a touchdown, and he's got 16 fantasy points today. Joshua Kelly has rushed the ball 4 times. He only has 21 yards, but that is still a respectable 5.25 yards per carry, so he is no slouch either. Unfortunately, that's not good enough to get him very many fantasy points. He's got 2 fantasy points on the board right now. Wide receivers for the LA Chargers, Keenan Allen has been targeted 5 times in the past game. He's got 4 receptions for 60 yards. The longest play for him going for 36 yards. He has 10 fantasy points. Parham has 2 targets, 2 receptions, caught everything thrown his way, 16 yards and a touchdown. He's got 9 fantasy points. Quentin Johnston, the rookie, has been targeted 3 times. He has 2 receptions, good for 9 yards. And Austin Eckler in the receiving column, he's got an additional 2 carries for 8 yards. He's got a total of 16 points. Austin Eckler is just a beast, man. So here we go. We've got a commercial up on TV for one of my favorite shows, Survivor. 45th season of Survivor. Funny enough, I actually have submitted an audition tape for Survivor. I was not picked, but I'm going to continue to do that because I would love to be on that show. I don't know how many times I can audition for it, but I'm sure I'm going to piss off their hiring cast in all of this. Anyways, it is pretty cool. I love that. If you've never watched Survivor, you definitely got to give it a watch. Looks like there's a lot of drama on this one. But hey, new season starts September 27th, only on CBS. And you only get this commentary here only on Football Nation on YouTube. You can check it out. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook, Football Nation 210. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Please hit that subscribe button if this is your first time watching. And I promise I will get you guys all of the best content as best that I can. And now that we've got a new premium package through YouTube, we can catch all of these games. And it's going to be an awesome season, y'all. It's going to be an awesome season moving forward. So, looking ahead to the 2023 season, worried about Mike Williams at this point. He did walk into the locker room under his own power, but worry about his health and his safety throughout the rest of the season. So, last year, Mike Williams and Keenan Allen only played together for a combined 11 games. Only 11 games. Anyways, here we go. We are at the halftime report. And it is raining in Gillette Stadium, and Tom Brady was out there ringing the bell. And that throw from Mac Jones, they're highlighting this one more time. The Philadelphia Eagles bringing that one back, all the way back. Jalen Hurts has been having a bit of a rough day. He's only got 47 yards and a touchdown. Mac Jones today, he's 17 of 24 with 142 yards and a touchdown and an interception. 2 touchdowns and an interception. Now they're highlighting the Las Vegas Raiders game. Jimmy Garoppolo was good of 10 of 12 today with 93 yards and a touchdown. Russell Wilson, 17 of 20 with 125 yards and 2 touchdowns under Sean Payton. And now we go to the Green Bay Packers and the Bears game. Packers lead 10-6. Jordan Love is 81 yards and a touchdown on that one. And we are going now over to the Rams and Seahawks flashing over here. Matthew Stafford, 5 of 23, 202 yards. Geno Smith, 3 of 18, 103 yards and a touchdown. That was a lot of stuff, a lot of information coming at you pretty fast, but you can always hit the pause button and rewind and catch up and whatever you need. Jordan Love having himself a pretty good debut. Justin Fields, only 96 yards. He's got 5 rushes for 36 yards, no passing touchdowns. Khalil Herbert not having himself a very good day. So the Bears are going to be struggling. I think the Bears will continue to struggle. Some people were thinking that the Packers might go down today against the Chicago Bears. I didn't see that. I actually like Romeo Doubs today. I like Christian Watson today. I don't think that the Bears are that team. You know, I don't think the Bears are going to be that team ever the way that they play. I don't know why everyone was so high on Justin Fields. I saw the way that he played last year, and just based off of the eye test alone, I knew I couldn't trust him. The craziest upset, I think, of today was the Bengals and the Browns. They lost 24-3. I mean, the Bengals got just crushed. And Deshaun Watson had 154 yards and a touchdown. He also rushed for 45 yards and another touchdown. Nick Chubb rushed 18 times and had over 100 yards. He caught a couple of passes out of the backfield as well. So they're looking right now at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Vikings game. Just kind of highlighting that. Justin Jefferson had over 150 yards. He had exactly 150 yards. So looks like Bradbury, the center for the Vikings, did not make it out of that game alive. I mean, yeah, he did survive. Anyways, New Orleans won their game against Tennessee, 16-15. A big win for New Orleans. Derrick Henry he had 63 yards and 56 receiving yards. DeAndre Hopkins had a pretty good debut as well. Derek Carr had over 300 passing yards today. Derek Carr had a good day today for his debut. It's been actually pretty wild, y'all. All of the shifts and all of the changes that have happened in the NFL, especially with the quarterback position. Ever since Tom Brady left the NFL, I mean, Baker Mayfield went to Tampa Bay to take over for Tom Brady. Weird, but they had a really good game today. So he goes over there. Deshaun Watson was last year with the Browns, but now he's actually getting to start this season with the Browns. I mean, Derek Carr moves over to New Orleans. Jimmy Garoppolo moves to fill in his spot in Las Vegas. Obviously, the elephant in the room, Aaron Rodgers moving over to the New York Jets. This is a whole new era of football. Like a whole new era of football. This is the first time since 1997 that Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Drew Brees have not been in the league. Since 1997, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Drew Brees. So it's a new era. It's a new era of football. And Patrick Mahomes is currently the face of the NFL, even though he had a bad game, which wasn't even really that bad. They just lost. He had a bad loss this opening week. His first loss ever in week 1. It happened. So when we get back, we are still in halftime, but the LA Chargers will receive the second half kickoff. LA Chargers will get the kickoff in the second half. So the Dolphins needed to come out and bring the thunder to the Chargers Lightning. And it looks like that thunder is louder than the lightning right now. These Dolphins and their squeaks. So I should have gotten my little soundboard and gotten my dolphin squeak. So anyways, y'all, in a few minutes, we will be starting the second half of this game. I cannot wait to see what happens in the second half. I hate halftime because all I have to do is I have to try to fill in all of this halftime blabbering towards you guys. So my goal is to start getting some games that we can play during halftime. Maybe we can bring out like a Connect 4 board, one of those giant ones, or do some giant Jenga and turn it into a drinking game. For those of you who don't know me, I'm not normally this hyper, but I have been drinking an ass load of Red Bull. And yeah, cheers to you. And later tonight for tonight's game, we will be turning up a little bit for the Cowboys game. I'm getting excited for it, but this is going to keep me pumped through the rest of the night because talking for 8 hours straight, I'm basically filibustering over here, and maybe I should run for politics. Who knows? Cheers to you. All of you watching this stream, you guys are awesome. Thank y'all so much for your support. If you're checking us out right now because I lied to you and told you that this was a live stream, well, then I'm sorry, but I hope you guys do get what you need out of this channel. Thank y'all for being here. Cheers. Oh, what? Wow, says Christina. Okay, let's take another look at this chat here so I can keep up with all of you guys. Let's take a look at this chat here so I can keep up with all of you guys. Okay. It's got to be here somewhere. Don't know where my chat went, but it's got to be popping up. Okay, Cameron, thank you for being in here. Go PB. I think that's supposed to be Fins. Go Fins, he says. Cameron Cook. 7-6 Packers is what Christina said. Super excited. Guys, thank y'all so much for being here. Every single one of y'all. You guys are amazing. My name is Mario Manuel. This is Football Nation. If this is your first time checking us out, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm ready here to bring you guys every snap, every play, every down. And this game is getting ready to start the second half here in just a few moments. Today, Austin Eckler has had himself a monster game. He is the absolute fantasy point leader right now. Austin Eckler right now has 16 fantasy points, but so does Tyreek Hill. So Tyreek Hill and Austin Eckler are leading in the fantasy scoring at this moment. The score right now, ladies and gentlemen, is 20-17. 20-17. The Chargers will be getting the ball after this halftime break. So just a few more moments and we will have a kickoff here shortly. 15 minutes have been put up on my clock right now. They are getting ready to kick the ball away. And here it is. The kick is up, and away. Receiving in that backfield right there will be nobody. That's going to go into the end zone. Not going to be returned. And they will be starting their drive from the 25-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. From the 25-yard line. Here we go. Justin Herbert trying to turn this game around. Not that he's been having a terrible game, but he does barely only have 100 yards. He's going to need to step that up in order to keep up with the Miami Dolphins, who have been completely outperforming them when you look at their numbers. Here we go. They're out of the shotgun formation. There's the snap, and that's to Austin Eckler, who's going to run forward and gain about 7 yards on that play. So a 7-yard gain on that one. Single back formation. That was actually out of the pistol. So here we go. Now we're in a shotgun formation, waiting for the snap. Austin Eckler to the right of Justin Herbert. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Justin Herbert shaking someone and getting that first down with his own legs. Unnecessary hit taken by him, but I guess it was necessary to get that first down. So Justin Herbert with the first down on that play, and now we've got a fresh new set of downs. We're looking at a first down and 10. First and 10 on the 37-yard line. Good hustle. Justin Herbert actually did a shake and bake move. Yep, just like that. I'm not going to do it again because I'm not an athlete. Okay, here we go. Justin Herbert in the shotgun formation with the right to the right of him is Austin Eckler. Waiting for the snap for first and 10. Fakes the handoff right there. Running out of time. Justin Herbert throws deep. That's deep. And that is all the way out to the 30. And that is going to be an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. Keenan Allen was the target on that play, just a little bit over his head. So today, Justin Herbert is 13 of 18. Tua is 16 of 26. Tua has 264 yards to Justin Herbert's 105. Both of these players have one touchdown each, but Tua did lose a fumble today. So here we go. Second and 10. Second and 10. We're in the third quarter right now, 15 minutes and 52 seconds. Shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap. There's the handoff. That's the handoff right there to Joshua Kelly, who's going to run forward and gain about 7 yards on that play. Good run by Joshua Kelly. If they can keep doing that on the ground, they don't need Justin Herbert to keep throwing the ball. All he's got to do is get those touchdowns at the end to cap off the drives, and he'll be in good shape. But right now, we're looking at a 3rd and 2. So that last run was good for 8. Joshua Kelly is still in the backfield with Justin Herbert. Waiting in the shotgun formation, I've got 3 wide receivers to the top of my screen up there. Mike Williams is out for the remainder of this game. Waiting for the snap. There's the snap. There's a handoff. That is to Joshua Kelly, who's going to barrel his way forward for a first down. We've got a first down, Joshua Kelly and the LA Chargers. 13 minutes left to go in this third quarter. The score is 20-17. The LA Chargers are driving. Miami has had 19 first downs. The Chargers have had 14 first downs. We're looking at a 1st and 10 with 20 seconds left on the play clock. Lining up at the line of scrimmage are the Chargers right now. Under center is Justin Herbert, Joshua Kelly behind him, single back formation. Waiting for the snap, strong side to the right. Joshua Kelly's going to run out to the right. He's going to go forward and gain about 5 yards on that play. 5-yard gain by Joshua Kelly there. Again, he has just been very productive. He hasn't had very many attempts, but he's been very productive with what he's had, averaging well over 5 yards on every run that he's had. On the sideline right now is Austin Eckler, patiently waiting for his number to be called. Joshua Kelly still looking strong right now, though. Here we go in the pistol. Waiting for the snap. Okay. Waiting for the snap. Called an audible really quick was Justin Herbert. 8 seconds left on the play clock, and there comes the snap. Another handoff to Kelly, who's going to go out to the right and get that first down and get past the 20, inside the 25, and tackled at about the, looks like the 27-yard line. Sorry, it's going to be the 33. My numbers are all mixed up today. So here we go. We are at the 33-yard line after that one. Past the 40, inside of the 35. My numbers got mixed up, but we're still good. So, first down and 10 on the Miami 33-yard line. The Chargers are driving right now. We're in a shotgun formation. Gerald Everett to the right, as well as Austin Eckler to the right. So there's the snap. Hands to Austin Eckler, who's going to go forward and get the first down on that single run. He's good for 11 yards on that run. First down, Chargers. Okay, the Chargers are cooking. The defense, Vic Fangio's defense right now is starting to look like Swiss cheese on the ground. Rushing yards for the Chargers today, 174 rushing yards today for the LA Chargers. Fantastic right now. Waiting for the snap. Under center is Justin Herbert. He hands that to Austin Eckler again, who's going to go forward and gain about 3 yards on that before getting smothered by 3 Dolphins defenders. A few people slow to get up, but he looks okay. Austin Eckler, a little shooken up too. He's going to come off the field. Joshua Kelly coming in right now. So Joshua Kelly will be in on this play. Austin Eckler will be out. We are looking at a 2nd down and 6 on the Miami 18-yard line. So 6 yards to go. We are on the 18-yard line. The LA Chargers driving right now. LA Chargers are driving. 10 seconds left on the play clock. 10 minutes left in the game clock in the third quarter. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Justin Herbert in trouble. Throws that up and deep. And there is a flag on that play. Looks like it's going to be a pass interference. That was intended for Keenan Allen. Let's see what they say. The refs are going to be talking. Pass interference. Defense. Good call. I saw that flag get thrown. And you know, it was kind of like an arm kind of tussle, but there was a little bit of the pad grabbing. That was Xavier Howard, who's supposed to be the veteran cornerback out there. He was supposed to be supplementing Jaylen Ramsey this year, but Jaylen Ramsey, again, as I mentioned, is out with a torn meniscus. He won't be coming back until December. So Xavier Howard is going to have to do what he can. So here we go. We're in a pistol formation. Motioning in the backfield is Keenan Allen. There's the snap. There's the handoff to Austin Eckler, who's going to try to make something happen and get wrapped up at the 5-yard line. It looks like he might have actually lost a yard. So now we've got a 2nd and goal, the stop made by Holland on that play. So it looked like that was going to be a fake, but it ended up actually being a handoff to Austin Eckler, who got absolutely nowhere, ran into a wall of Dolphins. And here we go. We've got a 2nd down and goal. Right now they're on the Miami 6-yard line. The Chargers on the Miami 6-yard line, 6 yards away from getting 6 points. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Justin Herbert looks right, looks center, throws center up the middle, and another pass interference play that was intended for Parham, who would have scored on that same route that he had before, the one that he scored on earlier, that same post route. But now there's going to be another pass interference that'll take them halfway distance to the goal on another 1st down. So here we go with another 1st down play coming up. Justin Herbert able to thread that needle, but that was clearly pass interference on that one. That one was not a question about it. So you see Justin Herbert clapping his hands. I think he knew that was going to happen. And the Dolphins are – McDaniels is like upset about it for sure. So here we go. We're in an I formation. In the backfield motioning is Gerald Everett. There are flags on here right now. Too many men on the field. What do we got? 12 players on the field. Defense, illegal formation. How many times? Mike McDaniels is, you got to count your players, buddy. You got to count your players. And if nothing else, at least watch the referee. Because if you see the referee that's on your sideline, they're doing counting as well. And when they do like this, that means that they've got their count for 11. But if they have their hand open, that's a different sense. So we're in the I formation, same play. Justin Herbert's going to sneak his way in there, and that's going to be a touchdown for the LA Chargers. So now the Chargers will take the lead, and that will give them 23 points as Justin Herbert spikes the ball into the ground, as he should after doing that drive. The Miami Dolphins have not been able to stop the run at all today, and the score now is 20-23. The score now is 20-23. We're going to wait for this kick to go up, and that will bring the score to 20-24 if he makes this kick, this point attempt. 9 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. That was a 5-minute and 44-second drive, 11 plays, 75 yards from the 25-yard line to the end zone. Justin Herbert able to punch that in. So here we go. Dicker the kicker getting ready to give them 1 extra point on this one. Waiting for the snap. The snap is away. The catch is good. The kick is up. The kick is good. And that is right down the center. Straight down the pipe. Okay. So another really good, fantastic drive. I mean, this has not been disappointing football. I have seen a lot more points than punts, which is the way you want to watch football. The score is 20-24. So now we have a 44-point game across both sides. This is insane, guys. 178 yards on the ground. 178 yards on the ground. And still, the Dolphins have more total yards than the Chargers do. The Chargers, total yards, 283. The Dolphins, 326. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the middle of a commercial break right now. So you are not missing any action. I do appreciate each and every one of you being here. If you're interested in catching the Cowboys game with the Giants, I will be covering that game as well. Hopefully, I still got some gas left in the tank. I'm not out on the field sweating and taking hits, so I think I'll be okay. And, of course, I've always got some liquid courage to help me out. And by liquid courage, I mean a lot of Red Bull. If you could not tell, I am pretty hyped right now. Maybe I'll switch to water because I'm starting to dry out. My pipes are getting dry. But that's enough about me. Let's talk about this game. The Miami Dolphins will be getting the ball after that score. So that's going to come back to Miami. We'll see what happens, where they start, whether they're going to try to return this kick or actually take it, just let it go to the 25. But on that drive right there, that was a solid drive to complete that right there. Let's take a look here. Justin Herbert had 1 yard run up the middle. Justin Herbert, fantasy points. Let's talk about fantasy for a second. Justin Herbert, fantasy points today, 17. Tua has 14. Raheem Mostert has 9. Austin Eckler has 18. Joshua Kelly, 5. Tyreek Hill, 16. He will be coming back out to the field here shortly. Jaylen Waddle has 9. Keenan Allen has 10. Parham has 9. Quentin Johnston has 2. Smythe has 7. Kraft, I hate that name. I don't know you. I'm sorry. You're doing really well today, buddy, but I have no idea who you are, and your name is really weird to pronounce. 10 points there as well. And I think that's all of the significant players at this moment. Mike Williams has left the game with a knee injury. Gerald Everett has a big fat goose egg, has 1 target and no receptions on that. If you're flexing Joshua Kelly, which I don't know why you would, he does have 5 fantasy points as well. Justin Herbert on the sideline right now. They're talking about that last drive that was 11 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes and 44 seconds melted off that clock. So that was the first possession of this half. The kick is away, and it looks like that's going to go into the end zone. That kick will not be returned, meaning that this drive will start at the 25-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. Tua looking healthy. Tua looking good. Tua today, 264 passing yards. Can he get another touchdown? I think he's very much on track to score. He did lose 2 fantasy points today for dropping that ball. He did get a fumble, which is how the Chargers got their first drive of the game. But it's not a game of checkers. Football is a game of chess. So here we go. He's starting this drive with Raheem Mostert behind him in the single back formation. The Dolphins do have the ball. We're actually now in an I formation. Waiting for the snap, motioning in the backfield to Smythe. There's the snap and a handoff to Mostert, who's going to run forward and gain about 2 3/4 of a yard. That's going to bring up a second down and 7. So second down and 7 after that handoff to Raheem Mostert. Mostert trying to get something cooking here. He does have a touchdown, but does not have the yardage to pack it up. Tua Tagovailoa has completed 16 of his 26 passes. Raheem Mostert has 7 rushing attempts for 35 yards and a touchdown. He is still averaging 5 yards per carry, so it's not like he's not having any success here. Same formation, I formation, waiting for the snap, motioning in the backfield again is Smythe. A fake on the handoff there. Tua in trouble. Tua's going to rush it forward. Tua's going to get all the way past that first down marker, and that's going to be good for a first down. First down Miami. Good on Tua to not start his slide until he crossed the first down marker, because if he had slid just slightly before that first down marker, they would have marked him where he, quote, gave himself up. So smart for him to get past the line that he needed to. Once again, we're in an I formation, and we've got motion in the backfield. So who's on, who's off? There's the snap. There's a toss to Raheem Mostert on the left, who has to break a tackle, and he's going to get just absolutely demolished on that tackle. Almost looked like a horse collar, but I guess he got him by the shoulder pads, and that's going to be a tackle for a big loss. I think Raheem Mostert lost about 4 yards on that one. Good effort right there. Yeah, no horse collar. Good tackle. Good, strong, clean tackle. His fingertips must have been like fish hooks on that one. Good tackle. Good effort. I like the toss. I like those plays where they run out to the flat and they go wide. I don't normally like those runs up the gut. Austin Eckler has had some really good success here with that, but that is thanks to the Chargers O-line. So now we're in a shotgun formation. I've got 2 wide receivers, Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Waddle to the right. He's looking to the right, and he's going to connect with Tyreek Hill, who's going to get across midfield, and he's going to keep going past the 50, past the 40, and run out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Tyreek Hill good for another big catch, about 20, 25 yards on that one. Big play by Tyreek Hill. He runs out, he runs in, and then he catches that ball just shy of the 50 and takes it past the 50, the 45, the 40, and out at the 38. Out at the 38. Good job, good effort. Love it. Tyreek Hill is having himself a day. 294 passing yards for Tua. First down and 10. We are in a shotgun formation. We've got motion in the backfield. There's the snap. There's the handoff to Raheem Mostert, who's going to fight his way for whatever yardage he can get. And that looks like it's going to be good for about 2, maybe 2.5. That's going to bring up a second down. So now we've got a second down and 8 coming up here in just a second. Looks like they're going to call him short at second down and 9. So we've got a second down and 9, ladies and gentlemen. 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Tyreek Hill trying to catch his breath out on the sideline. The score is 20-24. Miami has the ball right now across midfield. They are in good field position. 2nd down and 9 with an empty backfield. Tua back there by himself, waiting for the snap. There's the snap. There's a connection to Jaylen Waddle. Jaylen Waddle is good for that 1st down, and that'll bring them inside of the red zone, inside of the 25-yard line. So now we're looking at a 1st and 10 at the LA Chargers 24-yard line. Good throw, good catch. He caught that with his body, not with his hands, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be pretty as long as it's caught. Single back formation right now. And there's the snap. Gives the handoff to, oh my gosh. He got blown up, went absolutely nowhere. What a stop there. That was, oh my, I can't even begin to explain how big of a tackle that really was. He got absolutely blown up. Ahmed on that one. Ahmed getting just smashed. So that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 12. 2nd down and 12. The Miami Dolphins still have possession here. 4 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. This drive so far has been 2 passes, 5 rushes, good for 49 yards. They've had the ball for over 4 minutes now. There's the snap. Tua looks left, doesn't find it, looks in the center, as he likes to do. That's going to be down by contact or incomplete pass. Probably an incomplete pass. They're going to call that a 3rd and 12. Kraft unable to come down with it. Good defense. He was smothered all the way. It was a good throw. It did hit him in the numbers. He should have caught that one. He had it. He got brought down. Incomplete pass. He kind of caught it like right here, but like underneath his hands. Ended up going in between his legs. No big deal. But SoFi Stadium in LA is getting loud right now. Let's see if the Dolphins can get a 1st down on this one. We've got a 3rd and 12. They're down by 4. Tua takes the snap on 3rd and 12, throws it deep to the end zone, and that's going to be intercepted. That's going to be intercepted right there, and they're going to return that one. They should have just taken the knee, but that got returned, an interception by Tua, and that is going to hurt my fantasy team. Yikes. So a fumble and an interception by Tua that was intended for Braxton Berrios, and that was just either a bad run or a bad pass, but it was behind him and straight into the arms of J.C. Jackson. J.C. Jackson, his 5th season. The left cornerback, J.C. Jackson, number 27 out of Maryland, 6'1", 198 pounds, compared to Braxton Berrios. Who's 5'9", 190 pounds. I mean, that 3-inch height difference, unless that pass was coming in underneath, I don't know how Tua thought that size matchup was going to work out for him. So that is what it is. It looks like there is a turnover on after that catch, and we've got a fun-looking Eli Manning commercial on TV right now. Okay, so let's take a look at this, y'all. Tua today is over 300 yards. He was finally starting to get up there, almost hit that. If he had been playing without the fumble and without the interception right now, he would have 18 fantasy points. But those 2 mistakes have cost him. He's now sitting at 14 fantasy points. 307 yards. He's completed 18 of his 30 passes. Justin Herbert has only attempted 19 passes, but he's completed 13 of those. Good for 105 yards. He's got 17 fantasy points. 1 touchdown, no mistakes on his part. Nothing else has really changed, y'all, since the last time that the LA Chargers took over. Tyreek Hill has been able to get a little more yardage right now. Tyreek Hill is now the point leader as far as fantasy points goes. He has 10 targets, 7 receptions, 134 yards, no touchdowns. 1 touchdown would absolutely make his stat line blow up. 20 fantasy points right now at half-point PPR. Woo! I guess that's full point PPR, right? Because 7 receptions plus 134 yards, he'd have 20. Yeah, that's about right. So full point PPR. Okay, I need some water because this Red Bull is just something else. It's got me on that next level, guys. Maybe a vodka Red Bull next or something. No, enough Red Bull. I got to work tomorrow. And then we're doing this again tomorrow. In case you did not know, we will be doing this again tomorrow for the Jets and Bills game. best NFL TV channel? What is this? What are you doing? Get your shit off my page, guy. Sorry for everyone else who's out there. But I'll clean that up later. Right now, I'm focusing on this game. I apologize for any of the spammers who do come out onto my channel and try putting that out there. Chances are that that's either a hot link that's going to take you somewhere you don't want to go, or they're going to ask for your credit card information, and you'd be a dummy to give it to them. So there's the snap, and there's the throw, and that's going to be out to the left-hand side, and that's going to be a catch, but it's not going to go anywhere. Kohu, who's filling in for Jaylen Ramsey, able to make that stop right there. So that was a throw underneath, and that's not going to get them very much. So that one was actually to Mike Williams, who looks to be back in the game. I thought he was going to be out for the remainder of the game, but Mike Williams is still playing at this moment. Whoever subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. You're the man. All right, or the woman. Anyways, 2nd down and 9, waiting for the snap. There's the snap. Justin Herbert looking left, looking right, running up the middle, in trouble. Ends up getting that ball out of his hands, and that's going to be good to Keenan Allen with that catch. Keenan Allen able to make that catch, but he runs out of bounds, looks like just shy of the 1st down marker. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. We've got a 3rd down and 1 on that one. 3rd down and 1. 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. 14 seconds on the play clock. Shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap is Justin Herbert. Wheeling, running out to the right, lining up as a wide receiver now. He's our running back. And here we go. Oh, that's going to be a sack. Oh my gosh, that was a huge sack. Are they going to mark it? Just shy. Kohu with a blitz. Coming in on the blitz off the edge there. Kohu really taking it to Justin Herbert, and that's going to pin them all inside of their own 1-yard line. To whoever else subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. You are also the man and or woman. Thank you so much. All right, look at that. Wow, I think that might have been very, very close to a safety. They're not going to call that. And to the number 3, whoever else subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So here we go, pinned up inside of their own end zone, waiting for the snap here. There's the snap. Not a lot of space, but he is able to kick that one up. And here we go. They're going to signal a fair catch at the 35, 36-yard line. So 36-yard line right now. 1st and 10 coming up right now. Tua coming back out onto the field. They are down by 4. So the Dolphins down by 4. And they will have a very good field position. Less than half the field to go in order to get this score. Dolphins will have the ball coming back. We've got 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Not much scoring has happened in this one. So far, the Chargers have scored in the 3rd quarter. The Miami Dolphins have yet to score in this quarter. The score, 20-24. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. And they're starting on the 35-yard line, not the 45-yard line. So, yeah, they've got plenty of time. Here we go. Headlines. So I've got my scrolling text down here. We're going to be working on some content here for the rest of the season. I do have a lot of plans this year, but it is Muhammad all me right now. I don't have a team to help out a whole lot. But I'm going to do my very best to get you guys the best content that is out there. This is meant to be the best live stream on YouTube, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here today. Thank y'all so much. Coming back out to the field is going to be Tua Tagovailoa, who has over 300 passing yards, has had some mistakes today. Tua has dropped the ball once and thrown an interception, but they have a total of 375 total yards of offense. Even though they have almost 100 total yards of offense more than the LA Chargers, the Chargers do still have the lead. So on paper, aside from that score line, right now it looks like the Dolphins are the stronger team as far as total yards and offense. Total yards isn't total touchdowns, so there's only one stat that counts, and that's total touchdowns, of course, unless you're playing fantasy football, in which case a lot of things count. Unfortunately, Jeff Wilson is not in the backfield. He is still hurt. Jeff Wilson is a really good 1-2 combo. I mean, it's great to have Raheem Mostert out there taking over the duties, But I think both of these guys are better when they're both out there. It's like the whole chunt thing. And yes, I said it with the CH. No, I don't mean to offend anybody, but the whole chunt with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt situation. So a good 1-2 punch from these two guys. Unfortunately, we've only got the one punch. No number 2 in Jeff Wilson. He is out for today's contest. Mike Williams is actually okay for the LA Chargers. They're not on the field right now. The Miami Dolphins are. So here we go. Miami's Dolphins getting ready to take the field. Look for Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Waddle to make something happen. Waiting for the snap right now. We're in a shotgun formation. We've got Smythe running in the backfield here. Tua looks his way, changes his mind, throws deep to the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown all the way for Tyreek Hill. All the way down. What a bomb to the right-hand side. 35-yard touchdown by Tyreek Hill, who takes off his helmet and is losing his GD mind right now. Wow, what a bomb. Single play, turkey hole, slobber knocker. Oh my goodness, what a play right now that just happened. All the confusion. I was looking to the wrong side of the screen myself, and that pass was beautiful. He finally beat J.C. Jackson on that play. J.C. Jackson had been having a great game up until now. So the Miami Dolphins up 26-24. There's the snap. There's the kick. Almost blocked, but the kick is straight down the middle, and the Miami Dolphins now have a 3-point lead. Miami Dolphins 27, LA Chargers 24 on a play that was just a beautiful, beautiful play. Tyreek Hill staying on his feet. The cheetah is now loose in LA. What a bomb. That was a really quick one-play drive, and it all started by that huge tackle by the defense, by the Miami Dolphins defense, who pinned the Chargers back inside of their own 1-yard line. That put them in great field position, and that just all fell together. Both the defense, both the offense. Miami Dolphins not giving up right now. That was a huge play both for Tua, who had that faux pas, the 2 that he's had, and for Tyreek Hill, who right now has 30 fantasy football points. If you have him on your fantasy league, he is winning you this week. I am sorry if you're playing against him, because that is hard to overcome, but you expect points like that from your number 1 overall pick or your number 1 pick in the draft. Some people, I don't know anybody who took him as number 1 overall, but if you did, you might know the future. You might actually know the future. The score is now 27-24, and that was awesome. That was really cool. So, super exciting. Great play. Big bomb. That was a good one. Okay. Cannot wait to see what Justin Herbert is cooking up at this point. Let's see what Justin Herbert has in store now. Justin Herbert getting ready to take the field. We are in the middle of a commercial break right now, ladies and gentlemen. After that 35-yard play, big connection, Tua, Tyreek. That play, I wonder if that was called by the offensive coordinator, Frank Smith, or if that was called by Coach Mike McDaniels. Mike McDaniels was appointed as the Miami Dolphins' 11th head coach on February 7th, 2022, marking his inaugural season as head coach in the NFL. So this is the first time he's ever been a head coach, and he's had some pretty good success as the head coach for the Dolphins. Under his leadership, the Dolphins have enjoyed an impressive first year with a winning record of 9-8 and clinched a playoff spot. Notably, several players achieved their career milestones, with 4 players on the Miami Dolphins earning Pro Bowl selections. Tyreek Hill, Xavier Howard, Bradley Chubb, and Teron Armstead. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's the team's highest Pro Bowl count since 2016. As the offensive play caller, Mike McDaniels orchestrated the Dolphins' offense to its best performance in decades, ranking 6th in yards per game, averaging 364 yards, and 2nd in yards per play, 6.14. Woo! The kick is away, y'all. Mike McDaniels is smiling out on the sideline right now. The Miami Dolphins are leading by 3 points in this moment. That kick went into the end zone. It will not be returned. The Chargers will start this drive on the 25-yard line. So starting the drive from the 25-yard line, Tyreek Hill, 1 touchdown today, 169 yards, dude. 169 yards. That is insane production. He might break that 200-yard mark today in his first game of the 2023 season. So here we go in a single back formation. Austin Eckler lined up behind Justin Herbert, waiting for the snap. There's the snap. There's a fake handoff. Justin Herbert's going to throw out to Keenan Allen, and that's going to be an incomplete pass broken up by the Miami Dolphins defense. Xavier Howard making a big stop there when that could have been a big play. If he would have gotten beat, that could have been a problem. That almost was a catch, but Xavier Howard was able to get his hands in there and beat that ball down. So incomplete pass, great effort, 2 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Keenan Allen has been targeted 7 times in this game. He has 5 receptions for 68 yards. We're in a shotgun formation. To the left of Herbert is Austin Eckler waiting for the snap on their own 25-yard line. 2 seconds, 1 second. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff again. Justin Herbert's going to throw to Austin Eckler, and he's going. He's gone. He's past the 30, past the 40, past the 50, past the 40. And he's on the other side of midfield after catching that pass. Out of the backfield, Austin Eckler doing it all right now. Doesn't want to get left in the dust. What an interesting route to have been run by Austin Eckler. A wide hole there, able to make that. There's a quick handoff to Eckler, who's going to run forward and gain about 5 yards on that one as well. So Austin Eckler slow to get up on this one. He'll probably come off the field and let Joshua Kelly come out. He is limping a little bit. Let's see how he feels. He's got his head down. Let's see how he does on this one. So here we go. Austin Eckler is good for 108 yards and a touchdown. Waiting for the snap. In a shotgun formation, 2nd down and 5, ladies and gentlemen, on the Miami Dolphins 35-yard line. Austin Eckler has switched from the right side to the left side. There's a handoff to Eckler. He is going to go forward. He is going to get that first down. It looks like they're going to give it to him. They should. He's slow to get up. Austin Eckler slow to get up. Let's see how he does if he's going to come off the field here. He jogs off gingerly. Looks like he's going to need a minute here to kind of get his legs back underneath him. But he seems fine at the moment. I think he's just out of breath. But he's done his job. He's got over 100 yards right now. He is limping a little bit. Camera hung over him for a second. Joshua Kelly in the backfield now. Waiting for the snap. We've got a 4 wide receiver set. There's a throw. Oh, my gosh. And Gerald Everett's going to break some tackles, stiff arm another guy, and get inside the 20 for a first down. Gerald Everett, the tight end, able to make a big play on that one. Kohu, that was his target. He got blocked by Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen throwing a big block on that one. Actually, the block was Mike Williams there. There's the snap. Handoff to Joshua Kelly, who's going to cut out to the right and gain about a yard or 2. 4 seconds. That will bring up the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into the fourth quarter of NFL action. I will be taking a short break in between this stream and my next stream, but you can find my stream for the Dallas Cowboys versus the Giants in just a few minutes here. It should be right now on YouTube. I will be covering that game here as well. Right now, I've got 5:49 Central Standard Time. That game is set to kick off at 7:20 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be live at about 6:45, so if you want to hang out with me, I do have plenty of stuff for you guys then. We're going to come up with some games here very soon. If you guys have any ideas for any games or anything like that you'd like to watch on this channel, I'd be happy to bring those out for you, and we can have some fun together. In the meantime, if you've got a cold beer or anything in your hand to drink, here's a cheers to you. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. It's people like you who like and share this content that help this content get out to other people who are interested in watching this kind of stuff. We're just looking for something different, right? Maybe you can't catch the game because of whatever reason it's not being shown in your zone, or maybe you're just tired of Troy Aikman and Joe Buck and you want to watch something new. That's what I'm here for, guys. I'm here for you. Thank y'all so much for being here. Cheers, salute. My name is Mario Manuel, and I'm going to need a second to catch my breath. Okay. So right now, The Chargers do have possession. When we get back from this commercial break, since we are going between the third quarter and the fourth quarter, we are in the middle of a commercial break. We're going to be looking at a 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8 on Miami 17-yard line. The Chargers are inside of the red zone right now. So if you're watching red zone or you got red zone pulled up, that will be popping up here in just a moment. That huge play from Tyreek Hill is still burned in my mind right now. And that big run by Austin Eckler earlier in the game is also burned in my mind right now. That was exactly what I wanted out of a game like this, is just to get some hype and just to get some energy flowing through me, aside from the liquid energy that I've been drinking, and I probably shouldn't be laying off of that. The Dolphins' schedule, ladies and gentlemen, the Dolphins are playing the Chargers right now. The Patriots are up next. They're playing 2 back-to-back road games. They'll be playing New England next Sunday. The Sunday after that, they're going to be at home against Denver. October 1st, they're going to be playing in Buffalo. And then they're facing New York and Carolina back at home. Philadelphia Eagles after that in Week 7. Week 8, they've got the Patriots. Week 9, they've got the Kansas City Chiefs until their Week 10 bye. That's the Miami Dolphins schedule. All right, y'all, here we go. We are in a shotgun formation. Justin Herbert in a shotgun formation. Joshua Kelly to his left, motioning in the backfield is Allen, and that's a handoff to Joshua Kelly, who's going to go forward and get 9 solid yards on that run. Joshua Kelly able to keep the game on schedule for the LA Chargers. So we are in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter just started, ladies and gentlemen. Another handoff to Joshua Kelly, who's going to run forward again and get another 4 yards. So two plays back-to-back, good for 13 yards. He's averaging some good yardage today. So the LA Chargers really going for it right now. That is excellent. Okay, y'all, here we go. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff to Kelly. Justin Herbert throws to the right. That's good. That's going to go forward to Parham again, and that's going to get inside of the 3. Looks like they're going to mark them at the Miami 2-yard line. So now we've got a 2nd down and goal. We are on the 2-yard line. The Chargers really trying to get in right there. The clock is still ticking. 14 minutes left to go. There's a handoff to Joshua Kelly, and that is going to be an easy touchdown for Joshua Kelly as he spikes the ball into the ground. Joshua Kelly good for a touchdown, and now the tables have tabled. Now we've got a score of 27-30. A field goal will tie if the extra point attempt misses, but if the point attempt is good, the Dolphins will need to score a touchdown in order to win this game. A field goal ain't going to cut it. Let's see how this goes. 10 plays on that drive, y'all. 75 yards on 10 plays. 3 minutes and 12 seconds on that drive. Cameron Dicker, the kicker, getting ready to put up another point attempt here in the fourth quarter. The kick is up. The kick is good. Squeaked in inside of that left post. Just barely squeaked in. And Joshua Kelly with that score. So now Joshua Kelly and Austin Eckler both have double digits. Justin Herbert has 19 fantasy points. Keenan Allen has 11. On the other side for the Dolphins, Tua has 21 fantasy football points. Raheem Mostert has 9. They have not had very much success on the ground. On the ground, the Dolphins only have 68 yards of offense on the ground compared to the LA Chargers' 202 yards of offense. And yet still, that passing game is insane for the Miami Dolphins. 342 yards through the air. The Dolphins are over 400 yards of total offense, and the LA Chargers 355 total yards of total offense for whatever that is worth to you. Tyreek Hill has 30 fantasy points today. 169 yards receiving for Tyreek Hill today. 169 plus a touchdown. And he's just been phenomenal today. Jaylen Waddle has 78 yards from scrimmage, no touchdowns, but that is nothing to sneeze at. He's got 4 receptions. He's got double-digit fantasy points as well. He should be your wide receiver 2, not your wide receiver 1 either way. Jaylen Waddle, 11 fantasy points. This Kraft guy, he's got 10 fantasy points today. He's got 2 receptions, 25 yards, and a touchdown. And Smythe has 44 yards. good for 7 points here as well. What an awesome game, guys. There has been a score in every single quarter, not one quarter of boring. This has just been freaking insane. I'm so hyped about it. It has been a really good one so far. Go ahead and leave your comments, y'all. Thank you, whoever else subscribed to my channel. You are awesome. I'm super hyped. I'm super stoked about this game today. And yeah, man, I am ready for it. It has been an awesome game so far. We cannot, it doesn't get much better than this. Look at this score line, 27-31. We're at 58 points. 58 points in this game. How much higher will this game go? There's still almost the entire fourth quarter to go, and both of these teams can very well score again. I wouldn't be surprised, especially with the firepower that you've got with Miami and the ground game that you've got with the Chargers. Miami is killing it right now. The Chargers are also killing it right now. What an awesome match. 31-27. Right now, the Chargers have just scored, so the ball will go back to Miami. Let's see if Tua has an answer for Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers. So here's the kick. It's up, up, and away, and the Dolphins will let that one go into the end zone. So 14 minutes flat, 14 minutes even coming up right now. This is how much time that we've got left in this fourth quarter, in this game. Play action plays by Tua, 116. No play action, just straight up throwing the ball, 226. Tua has had a hell of a game, 342 passing yards. Let's see what happens here. What an awesome, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 interception. He's made 2 mistakes, but it happens. You don't have perfect games. It's hard to have a perfect game in this league. So here we go. What do we got going on here? Tua Tagovailoa getting ready. He's in the backfield by himself. We've got five wide. So Tua's taking his time in the pocket, throws underneath, it gets batted down, and that is going to be an incomplete pass. It looks like the Chargers were ready for it. I don't know that anyone else on the Dolphins knew where that ball was going. That ball got snapped. Tua's in trouble. He throws it, and that almost got intercepted. He almost accidentally intercepted that. Anyways, incomplete pass. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd down and 10. Right now, we are on the 25-yard line after the kickoff and the score from the Chargers. 5 seconds left on the play clock, running out of time. There's the snap, and he muffs the snap, and Tua has to fall on top of it, and that is a scramble for the ball, but Tua has the ball. They've already called it. The Dolphins are still in okay shape. Now we've got a 3rd and 10 situation coming up. That was a fumble. Actually, it might be a 3rd and 15. That's going to be a 3rd and 15 coming up now. 3rd down and 15. That snap went back 5 yards. Tua, it was a low snap. Tua was waiting for it to be higher. He almost lost that one. He had to really scramble for that ball, and he was able to get it. So, oh my gosh, that was something. Okay, 13 minutes left to go. The clock is still ticking. Tua trailing by 4. The Miami Dolphins trailing by 4. We've got a 3rd down and 15, and there's the snap. Extra protection. Tua's in trouble. He runs out to his left. He throws out to his left, and he throws that ball, and that's going to be caught by Braxton Berrios. There's also a flag on the play. They're calling a catch on this one, and Braxton Berrios able to make that catch. Let's see who the flag is on. It could be pass interference. It might be offensive pass interference. If it is, that's terrible news for the Dolphins, but what a great play. So let's see what the referee has to say on this one. Holding defense, that penalty is declined, and that's going to be a 1st down on a scramble run and play. I cannot believe that catch was made. Braxton Berrios on the out route. Oh my goodness. Wow. Tua was in trouble. They absolutely needed that, and they made that happen. Here we go, waiting for the snap. There's the snap. He throws it out to the right, to the left, and that's going to be good for another 1st down. And we've got another 1st down in here. Ingold able to make that catch, and now everybody is just collecting catches. They're highlighting on the other game right now a pass to Devontae Adams, who's going to tie up the game in Las Vegas. So the Las Vegas Raiders, that might have been Jacoby Myers, actually. Anyways, not interested in that game. We are interested in this game right here, right now. And we've got a first down across midfield on the 45-yard line. The Dolphins have the ball in shotgun formation. There's the snap. Tua looks right, throws up the middle into some scary coverage, and it looks like that's going to be caught again by Braxton Berrios on the ground. That ball was almost in the dirt, and I think they need to hurry up because I don't know if that was actually caught or not, but they need to get that ball off before they review that. So let's go ahead and get this snap. 1st and 10. And there's a timeout. He threw the flag blindly, and it looks like that was a catch. Let's see if that hits the dirt. I mean, that's a catch. Man, that was an incredible catch. Braxton Berrios had to have his arms together. I don't think there's enough to overturn that. I think his arms were literally together and the ball landed just inside of his arms like a volleyball would. But I think that was awesome. Should you buy a Jordan Love jersey? Oh, it might be early for that, man. I don't know if Jordan Love is the man just yet. Let me expand your chat so I can see what you got to say here. Should you buy a Jordan Love jersey is what you said, or an Aaron Jones jersey? I mean, how long is Aaron Jones' new contract? If you bought Aaron Jones, if you buy an Aaron Jones jersey, no one's going to judge you for that, right? But you know what's crazy about the Green Bay Packers right now is that this is the first time that they've had a quarterback that isn't named Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers for the first time since 1992. That is a real fact. This is the first time that a week one starter isn't named Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers since 1992. So I'm telling you, man, this is a different era of football right now. A very different era of football, and I am so excited to be living through it and doing what I do right now in this time, in this era. So whose jersey would I buy? So my girlfriend is 100% a Green Bay Packers fan, and I guarantee you that she would take an Aaron Jones jersey over a Jordan Love jersey any day, probably every day of the week. So going from one Packers fan to another Packers fan, yeah, I would say go with the Aaron Jones jersey. I mean, he just signed another contract. It's not like he's going anywhere, and everyone who's a Green Bay Packers fan knows that he was the man. Honestly, you could still get away with buying an Aaron Rodgers jersey for the Green Bay Packers, and no one would say anything because of what he's done for the Packers organization anyways. So personally, I don't buy jerseys. I just have them gifted to me because it's easier that way. And then, if I have multiple people gifting me jerseys, nobody can get upset about me wearing a different jersey or whatever. So we do have some pretty cool jerseys that I will be putting up for sale, Football Nation jerseys. But for now, I just want to make sure that I get you the best content that I can. And just so you know, that play still stands. It was not overturned. So we're looking at a 1st down and 10 on the 30-yard line. And we've got motion in the backfield. Tyreek Hill coming out to the wide side. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Tua looks left. Tua looks right. Connects with Tyreek Hill, who has to run backwards and loses 5 yards under his own. That was a weird kind of play right there. So that was supposed to be a wide receiver screen, but that did not work out as they came in and broke that screen pretty quickly. That catch from Braxton Berrios with his arms together was something else, man. Really good catch. He's had 2 really low, really good catches. There was not enough there to overturn it. Just not. There's just not enough there to overturn it. So I think that was a good call by the referee to let that one stand. Right now, I've got 6:04 p.m. Central Standard Time. In about 1 hour, we're going to be live for the next game. 2nd down and 15. There's the snap. Looks to the right. Throws to the right. Almost connects. That is a dropped pass by Tyreek Hill, who absolutely should have had that. And now we've got a 3rd down and 15 situation again. Are we going to look to Braxton Berrios to make that catch? one more time in the dirt because he did it twice already. Let's see what comes up. All right, Tua looking at his armband, trying to find out what's coming up next. Mike McDaniel's a little nervous on the sideline. They are down by 4. There's still plenty of time left in this game. 10 minutes and 51 seconds. 10 seconds left on the play clock, so this is going to have to come out pretty quickly here. Third down passing, 2 out of 6. Only 2 first downs passing for the Dolphins. But there's a throw, and that's going to get blown up on third down. That was a pass to Raheem Mostert, who was out there to make that catch in the middle of the field. And now we've got another fourth down situation, which they have converted a fourth down from less yardage there. So let's see. That hit looked like it might have come in before the catch was made, but it doesn't matter because no flag. There's no laundry out on the field. So now we're going to have the special teams unit come out, and we're going to have a kick, a field goal put up by Jake Bailey, the 5th-round pick out of Stanford in the 2019 draft. Here we go with a 45-yard attempt. 45-yard attempt waiting for the snap. 5 seconds left to go. There's the snap. It's a good snap, a good hold. The kick is going to go just inside, and that's going to be good. So the Miami Dolphins now trail by 1. No, it is not enough to give them the lead, but in situational football like this, it could be enough to get them in a better scoring position if they can get a stop right here, right now. But the LA Chargers have been running all over the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins have not had an answer for the run game. And the Chargers right now, on the ground, the Chargers are over 200 yards of offense rushing. 200 yards of offense rushing from the Chargers. Austin Eckler, 111 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown, 24 fantasy points. This game, I knew this game was going to be a slobber knocker. I knew this game was going to be a wild one. I'm glad that I'm covering this game and not the other ones because this one seems to be the most exciting right now. Whoever else just subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for doing so. I really appreciate the support. You guys are awesome. You guys are what make this fun for me. And, yeah, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know who you are, and we'll come up with something. I'm trying. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to have a giveaway for all of my subscribers, and this is going to be a really good 2023. The kick is going right now. The kick is up, and away. That's going to go almost through the uprights there. And they're going to start this drive. The Chargers will start this drive on the 25-yard line. We're looking at a 1st and 10 on the 25. If this drive goes all the way, it will be a 75-yard drive. Justin Herbert taking the field right now. Austin Eckler has just had a hell of a day. That run right up the gut, I don't know if you guys were able to catch it or if you guys are watching this because you're not able to actually watch the game, but Austin Eckler had a huge, like 40-yard run that was fantastic. I'll get that highlight to y'all later. Okay, we are in an empty backfield to start this one. Justin Herbert throws on outside to, looks like to Keenan Allen, who's going to make that catch. Good for about 7. That will bring up a 2nd and short. We've got 2nd down and 3 coming up. The clock is going to continue to tick away. LA Chargers in good position right now, but it's not. It's anything but done. Right now, it's everything but done. 1 point in it. A field goal would give Miami the lead. Can the Dolphins get a stop here? Are they going to bring the house? They're showing a 4-man front. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Throws again to Keenan Allen, who's going to fight forward and get that first down. Running into his own player, unable to get any more yardage, but it looks like out of that shotgun, that's good for 2 yards, and it should be a first down for the Chargers. Should be a first down for the Chargers. What are they going to do here? I haven't seen them move the chains or make the call. So it's going to be a first down. We've got a 1st down and 10, ladies and gentlemen. 1st down and 10. LA Chargers 35-yard line. That's not right. Let me refresh my page because this is a little out of sync. Beautiful. We are on the 35-yard line. Here we go. Waiting for the snap. Single back formation. There's the handoff to Joshua Kelly. Joshua Kelly's going to fight his way forward and gain about 5 yards. He has been getting 5 pieces all game long. Joshua Kelly is no slouch. Both of these running backs are having really good days right now. Obviously, Austin Eckler is the featured back in LA, but Joshua Kelly has been carrying doing what he can to help the team. Every 5-yard run is just going to keep moving those chains. If you can just keep doing that, you got nothing to worry about. So here we go in a shotgun formation. We do have motion in the backfield. Gerald Everett moving over for a trap, and that trap was actually good again, and just enough, just short of another 5 yards. He got about 4.5 yards on that play. Handoff to Joshua Kelly, he's still got his feet underneath him, but that's not enough for a first down. So now we've got a 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1. What play will they dial up on this one? If they can get a sack, which is what they need, or a flag, which is also what they need, then the Dolphins are in good shape. But this is about 3rd and 6 inches. They're showing blitz, Dolphins showing blitz, and they are going to blitz, and obviously they're going to hand that one off, and that's going to be good for 2 yards. We've got another first down, LA. First down by the LA Chargers. So now we've got a 1st and 10. We are past midfield right now. We're just shy of midfield, excuse me. On the 47-yard line, the Chargers on their own 47. Keenan Allen motioning in the backfield. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. There's a flag on that play. Here's the throw. That's incomplete. Let's see what the laundry is going to be all about. Let's see what this is all about. There's a flag on the play. Got to get my ear open. See what this referee has to say and hear what he's got to say. Not sure what the flag is at this moment. I didn't quite catch that. It happened right at the snap, but it wasn't blown dead. It's going to be on the Chargers. Should have been blown dead. Illegal shift. So 5-yard penalty, illegal shift. That's exactly what the Dolphins needed. I said so. So the Dolphins able to get a lucky move there, and that's going to bring up a 1st and 15 on the LA 42-yard line now. So that backed them up 5 yards. Can the Dolphins get a stop here? They need one. Motioning again is Keenan Allen. There's the snap in the shotgun. There's a handoff to Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler gets brought down after about 2.5. So not the strongest run from Eckler tonight. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 12. We've got a 2nd down and 12 coming up on this one. A hurry-up offense. They're really trying to push the pressure and push the pace. Inside of 7 minutes, we're past the midway mark in this last quarter here. Shotgun formation. Looks like they're trying to catch them off sides. That's not going to happen. 15 seconds left on the play clock. 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Waiting for the snap to come. Waiting for the snap still. Here's the snap. Justin Herbert looks to the left. He's got time in the pocket. He gets pressured from behind. He throws, almost makes a mistake there, and that is an incomplete pass. The intended target was Austin Eckler on the left-hand side. Holland was there, almost picked that one off, but that will bring up a 3rd down and 12. Let's see if the Chargers can get a stop on this one. LA Chargers 31, Miami Dolphins 30. We are in a 1-point game. The drama is real. The drama is here. 6 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in this game. 10 seconds on the play clock. 3rd down and 12 coming up. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Justin Herbert looks center, looks left. He has time. He throws up the center, and he connects. He connects with someone, and that's good, getting them all the way just outside the 30 on the 31-yard line. That is Mike Williams with the catch. Mike Williams able to make a big 1st down play when I thought he was out for the game. Here he is back from the dead. Beautiful throw. Finds his window just on the numbers, just inside of the numbers there. Almost gets past the 30. So we're just outside knocking on the door of the red zone at the 31-yard line. 31-yard line, Justin Herbert, 185 yards through the air. He's starting to find his stride. We're waiting for the snap. Shotgun formation, there it is. Hands off to Austin Eckler, who runs out to the edge on the left-hand side. Austin Eckler gets past that 1st down, and that's going to be another 1st down for the Chargers, thanks to Austin Eckler. Actually, my apologies, that was Joshua Kelly still doing his thing. Joshua Kelly still doing his thing, having himself a day. Rocking and rolling on that one. Look at that. Hands that off to Joshua Kelly, sees that there's issues in the center, thinks on his feet, runs out to the flat, gets out to the edge, comes up the ladder, and gains that 1st down. So now we've got a 1st down and 10 in a shotgun formation on the 18-yard line. They're showing blitz. They do blitz. They bring 5. Justin Herbert overthrows his intended receiver on that one. That was Keenan Allen, the intended target. There is a flag on the play. I wonder if that is holding on the offense. Let's see what gets brought up. Illegal contact by the defense. Automatic first down, the second mistake today by Xavier Howard. That's close. That's kind of questionable. I don't know if I love that call, but I won't argue that call. So now we've got a 1st and 10, and we're deep inside the red zone. We're on the 12-yard line. 5 minutes left to go in this game. LA Chargers lead by 1. If they score, will they go for 2? Here we go. 1st and 10, pistol formation. Waiting for the snap. There it is. There's the handoff. That's going to go forward, and Austin Eckler is going to go nowhere, gaining only 2 yards on that one. That will bring up a 2nd down. The clock will continue to run. We're inside of 5 minutes now. We are inside of 5 minutes. That was a good stop by the Chargers. I'm sorry, a good stop by the Dolphins. Can they do that again? Miami is doing what they can to keep the Chargers out. The Chargers are cooking here on the ground. They need to start getting some stops. The Dolphins need to start getting some stops for sure. So here we go. Empty backfield. This is going to be a passing play. We're waiting to see what's going to happen. Are they going to blitz or are they going to just play backwards? Okay. We're running out of time on the play clock. Let's see if this play gets off. It does. Justin Herbert throws out to the right. He connects with someone. That's Austin Eckler, who's going to gain another maybe 4 yards on that one. That's going to bring it down a 3rd and 5 on the Miami 7-yard line. So the Miami Dolphins still not, they're bending, not breaking. Will they hold them out of the end zone? They need to get a stop here. Empty backfield. That looked... Oh my gosh, Justin Herbert in trouble. Justin Herbert throws deep over the top. Incomplete pass. 4th and 5. A big stop by the Miami Dolphins. Almost a frustration hit on the quarterback, which could have costed them. Justin Herbert was looking for a flag. No flag to come. So there's the snap. They did bring pressure, only 4, but that was a big hit on Justin Herbert after the ball was out. But you know what? I think that was still a fair, decent hit on that one. So Cameron Dicker, the kicker, 21 consecutive field goals made inside of the 50-yard line. That's the 3rd most right now active streak. 25-yard attempt. That 25-yard attempt is good. Cameron Dicker's having himself a day. So back to where we were. The Miami Dolphins are trailing by 4. 3 minutes and 53 seconds left to go. The conclusion to this game is set to come here very shortly. If the Dolphins don't make any more mistakes, the Dolphins should leave with a W in this one. Right now, they do have more offense, but only barely. Both of these teams have over 400 yards right now. Both of these teams have over 400 total yards. J.K. Dobbins is officially out for the season. He did tear his Achilles earlier today. In case you have him in a fantasy league and haven't had a chance to check your phone, just so you know, if you're a Ravens fan, I'm sorry you just lost your lead back, but let's be real, Lamar Jackson is probably the best running back you have, even though he's your quarterback. Okay. You can see Tua on the sideline ready. He's wiping his hands. He's drying himself up. He's getting ready for this game to start. Braxton Berrios in the backfield, in the end zone, and that is going to be that's going to be not returned, and we're going to start on the 25-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa fumbled the ball, and then threw an interception today. He's having a few issues, but he does have 2 touchdowns. He's got a total of 23 fantasy football points. I mean, he's had a pretty good day. It hasn't been a perfect day, but he's almost over 400 yards this season. Almost over 400 right now. 395, just shy of the 400-yard mark. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here we go. 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line, shotgun formation. Tua takes the snap, throws it quickly to the... Ooh, he was throwing that quickly, and that was almost intercepted. That could have been a pick 6. What a questionable choice there. Tua Tagovailoa, it actually got tipped. I see why that happened. That was to Ahmed. That was the running back on that side. No completion there. We're going to have a 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10. Okay, 2nd and 10, ladies and gentlemen. What do we got here? 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. The game clock has stopped. We're in a shotgun formation once again, waiting for the snap. There is the snap. Tua looks right, throws right, completes to Ahmed again, who gets blown up. That is going to be. They're saying that it's a fumble and a recovery. I don't think that it was. I think that should be an incomplete. They're saying that was a fumble and a recovery. Let's see what the tape says. There's the throw, has the catch, does not have a chance to make a football move. He gets blown up. That's an incomplete pass, guys. If you're watching the game and they call this to be a fumble, that is the worst call I've ever seen. Yeah, he doesn't have full possession of it. He just barely caught it and got blown up. That was the throw to Ahmed again. They need to come up with something big because throwing these underneath passes is not going to get them those 75 yards. So what will Tua dial up next? Let's see what the referee has to say. They're still talking about it. I mean, it's pretty obviously an incomplete pass. I think they should. That should not be a touchdown. It should not be a recovery. There it is. Touches him in the hands. Doesn't even get 2 feet down. Barely gets his feet down. He doesn't have a chance to move or make any play. There is no football play going with that. No, incomplete. Shouldn't even be. I can't even believe I'm talking about it for this long. It shouldn't take that long, guys. You guys have the technology for it. Shouldn't take that long, guys. Shouldn't take that long. All right, y'all. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking at a 3rd down and 10. No yardage to be gained on this drive. If they don't get this, they are in deep, deep doo-doo. So let's see what happens. They're in deep trouble. Shotgun formation, 3rd and 10. Looks like the Chargers are laying back a little bit. And they're going to bring 3. So now Tua has to figure it out. He's going to throw deep. A deep, deep throw. And that's going to be a big catch. Another huge catch by Tyreek Hill, whose helmet comes off. And what an awesome play. Oh, my gosh. Tyreek Hill again with another one. This guy is on fire today. Tyreek Hill with another what looks like from the 25-yard line. And he gets brought down on the other side of the field at the 30. Wow, what a huge bomb. Another one for Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is now over 200 receiving yards today, 211 receiving yards. That will bring Tua's fantasy point count to 25 and Tyreek Hill's to 37. There's the snap. There's the handoff. And that's going to be for a 4-yard game, about a 4-yard game by Raheem Mostert. Oh, my gosh, Tyreek Hill is something else. And that throw by Tua was so deep, I thought he was going to overthrow Tyreek Hill. But you try overthrowing Tyreek Hill, I don't think that's possible. Oh, my goodness. That was a monster, monster play. Tyreek Hill over 200 yards today. The Dolphins over 500 yards today in offense. This score is 64 points between both teams. 2 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in this game. 2nd and 6. There's the snap. Tua looks left. Tua throws left, and he connects. And a big tackle, but not before getting the first down. Kraft, once again, another first down for the Miami Dolphins. Tua having himself a day right now. They're not going to take their foot off the gas. They're going to keep throwing that ball. What an awesome play. Tua is having himself a very good inaugural game to start the season. A very good first game to start the season. And ladies and gentlemen, that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. 2-minute warning. I'm going to have to take a break here and go grab myself something once this game is over. No worries. In the meantime, I'm out of Red Bull, and I think I'm ready to shift gears. Let me go ahead and do that. 1 second, please. Stand by. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back. Got to get myself something nice and refreshing here. So what we're going to do is enjoy myself some of the Texas Pride Shiner Oktoberfest. Shiner Bock, Shiner Oktoberfest. Good stuff, good stuff. It is that time of year. It is time for Oktoberfest. And in case you didn't know, Oktoberfest is not supposed to be an October beer. This is actually a Marzen. This is a Marzen beer. Oktoberfests are Marzen beers, and they are actually celebrated in the late days of September. Obviously, we're in the early days of September, but you know what? It's never too early for Oktoberfest. It's never too early for spooky season. It's never too early for pumpkin spice. This ain't pumpkin spice, but it is pretty damn good beer. So cheers to all of you. Salute. Damn, that's good. I really needed that. Okay. Yeah. Got to shift gears because we got another game coming up. Happy birthday to my little brother who's out there. I don't know if you're watching this game right now, but your birthday is on Monday. We did have a great brunch today. I love you, brother. It was an awesome day. Happy birthday to you. Next week is my sister's birthday. Happy birthday to you too, Linda. If you're watching this game, happy to have you on here. Love you guys. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario Manuel. I love football. I actually referee football at the middle school and high school level right now here in San Antonio, Texas. I love football, even though I've never played a snap of football in my life, but I have grown to love this game and grown to see it through a different lens. Refereeing football has been awesome for me, and I've grown so much as an analyst and so much as a football enthusiast and aficionado, and this is what I was built to do. I love doing this kind of stuff. I love bringing you guys the games. And if this is your first time joining us and you're in this channel right now, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. And let's get ready for the next game of tonight between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. That is coming up at 7 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give myself until 7 o'clock. Hopefully catch a breather, drink some water, keep quiet for a few minutes. Anyways, here we go. 1st down and 9. It's 1st and goal on the 9-yard line, shotgun formation. 1st and down on the 9-yard line, shotgun formation. There's the snap. Tua in trouble. Tua's going to scramble. Tua's going to throw to the back of the end zone, and that is not going to be complete. An incomplete pass. Unfortunately, Tua was unable to connect with Kraft on that one. But if he would have just ran, if he would have just kept on his feet, he could have at least gained another 5 or 6 yards. Oh, you know what? There was someone else wide open back there. Smythe was wide open. He could have thrown to him, but he was trying to throw inside the middle. That's where he's comfortable. He likes to throw that. And there was a fact that was up here earlier, y'all, saying that Tua has thrown over 2,000 yards in the center and then less than like 500 on both sides of the hashes. So he likes to throw up the middle. And here we go in a pistol formation. Raheem Mostert in the backfield. There's a throw out to Raheem Mostert on that side. A missed block and a block from behind. I don't know if there's going to be a flag on that one. He was facing his own end zone, but no flag on that play. Okay, all right. I hope I haven't blown out my microphone either. I feel like I've been so loud and so excited over all of this. I hope the sound quality is still there. And if it's not, please leave a comment here saying, hey, man, your stuff sucks. Get it together. Anyways, I won't take it personally. I appreciate any feedback and every comment that you guys leave on this stream. It definitely helps me and helps the algorithm find me for future stuff. So here we go. 3rd down and goal again in the pistol formation. Tua motioning over. There's the snap. Tua's going to throw out to the backside of the end zone, and that's going to be another touchdown. That's a touchdown again from Tyreek Hill. Another big touchdown. He's going to have over 40 fantasy points today. That is insane. Another one. Oh, my goodness. Tyreek Hill absolutely dominating right now. 44 fantasy points, 215 yards. 215 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, absolutely unstoppable. If he is in your lineup, he has just won you your league. Oh, my goodness. Wow, Tyreek Hill having himself a day. Tua Tagovailoa also having himself a day. Tua is now up over 30 fantasy points, looking real good right now. And the kick is no good. So the LA Chargers will now have a chance to win with a walk-off field goal, which is exactly what happened to them in the game with Jacksonville. Sanders. Oh, no. Jason Sanders. I had been saying Jake Bailey earlier, but it's Jason Sanders kicking those up. The 7th round pick in the 2018 draft out of New Mexico, picked up by Miami. Jason Sanders missed this field goal, which was absolutely crucial to give them a 3-point lead. And now the Chargers, all they need is a field goal to win. Cameron Dicker, the kicker, could ice this game. Oh, man, that is a tough miss. Oh, my gosh, the implications of missing that right there. Can Justin Herbert get them into field goal range? There are 1 minute and 45 seconds left on this clock in this game. 1 minute and 45 seconds left in this game. Here we go. Let's see how this one turns out. This is a kick is off. The kick is good. It's going to go past the touch. It's a touchback, so we're starting at the 25-yard line. Man, I am rocked. I'm sorry. That missed field goal, that missed extra point attempt is really going to mess things up for the Dolphins. The Dolphins could have really used this win, and so can the Chargers. Both of these teams are playoff teams, but you want to start strong, and unfortunately for the Dolphins, they have not done that. They have started strong. It's just, gosh, too many mistakes from the Dolphins. 7 lead changes in this game today. 7, y'all. 7 lead changes. Shotgun formation on the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert takes the snap. He throws out to the right. That's going to be good to Gerald Everett, and that's going to be good for a first down. That's a full 10 yards. Gerald Everett on that catch. So 2 points for him after that catch. So now we're at the 35-yard line. 1 minute and 38 seconds left to go. 2 timeouts. 2 timeouts remaining. What are the Dolphins going to do here in this situation? This is a tricky one. What are the Dolphins going to do here? Are they going to take their own timeouts and hopefully get some time back on the clock? Shotgun formation, waiting for the snap. Joshua Kelly in the backfield. Here it is. So Justin Herbert looks right. He throws right. Sidearm throw. Nobody in the area. Incomplete pass. They brought the house. 2nd down and 10. And Justin Herbert's like, hey, man, you misread your route. Yo, it is what it is. It is what it is right now. Okay. Was there a flag on this play? They're looking at the referees right now. The camera's on the referees. Camera's on the referees. McDaniels is yelling his heart out. Let's see what happens here. What are you going to say, White Hat? There is a flag. There is a flag. It looks like the Chargers are backing up. Let's see. Intentional grounding. That pass was past the line of scrimmage. There was nobody there. Good call. He was out of the pocket. He's only just barely backed up outside the pocket. There was nobody out there. They called intentional grounding. I wouldn't have called that. I didn't see that. He barely backed up outside of his pocket. Okay. 2nd down and 20. There's something else here. It looks like they want an explanation. Something is happening right now. They got to talk to the referees. Something is happening right now, y'all, but it's not play right now. So no play is happening in this moment. It looks like there's just a conversation between the coaches and the refs. 1 minute and 34 seconds left to go in this game. The penalty also includes a 10-second runoff. Wow. That's big. That's big for both teams, especially if Miami wanted to get the ball back. But that puts them in a pretty good field position to make some stops right here. That erases those 10 yards that they just got on that last first down, and they took 10 more seconds off the clock. So 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go. The clock is winding. There's the snap. Justin Herbert in trouble, and Justin Herbert's going to get sacked all the way back on the 15-yard line. A huge sack by the Miami Dolphins, able to get that stop. Oh, my gosh, the clock is going to continue to run unless they call another timeout right here. And it looks like they will call a timeout. The Chargers are going to have to take a timeout because they are out of time right now. 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go. A huge step up. They brought the house. 5-man blitz. 4 of them basically got to Justin Herbert. That offensive line crumbled in that moment, and they are so excited. You can see how hyped and pumped up the Dolphins are right now. The Dolphins are so hyped right now. Oh my gosh, if you're a Dolphins fan, you must be nervous because this ain't over till it's over. One timeout left. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Few minutes left to go. 1 minute and 9 seconds. 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go in this game, y'all. Here we go. Waiting for the snap. Shotgun formation, Justin Herbert. It's a 3rd and 30 situation. Justin Herbert's going to have to step forward and throw, and he does, and he connects with somebody, but it's not enough for a first down. So now they're out of time. They've got one timeout left. They're probably going to call it, and that will bring them into 1 minute. 1 minute left to go. The Chargers take their 3rd and final timeout. 1 minute left to go in this game. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 13. A 4th down and 13, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, this game is absolutely nuts. I would like to see if this is going to end up being a walk-off field goal situation just like it was with the Jacksonville Jaguars and Chargers game, but Florida doesn't seem to like the Chargers very much. The Florida game is real right now. Okay, sorry. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Tyreek Hill is pumping up the crowd even though he's not even at home. 4th and 13. 4th and 13. Waiting for the snap. Shotgun formation. 1 minute left to go in this game. And they're going to bring the house. And he's going to get sacked again. And he's going to get blown up on 4th and 13. Justin Herbert gets smashed in this game. You can say that this game is over, ladies and gentlemen. This game is over. The Miami Dolphins will walk away with a W in this game. Can you believe that? Wilkins with a huge sack on 4th and 13, and the Miami Dolphins will take over on downs. Tua and the Dolphins getting ready to get into the victory formation. Tua and the Dolphins getting ready to get into the victory formation. Oh, man, that is something. That was something right there, y'all. Cool. Okay. So I think that's going to be safe to say that the Dolphins are going to win this game. There is a kneel right there, and that is going to do it. That's going to do it. They'll have to kneel it one more time. Yes, it's over, says Willie. That's right, Willie. It is over, my friend. Yes, sir. What a game. What a game, y'all. That's it. That's it. That's going to wrap it up. These guys just absolutely, what a great game. They won by 2 points. I called a win for Miami. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wow, I totally agree. I mean, like, this was almost the same feeling that a lot of people had after Thursday night's game, right? Like, this really was a wild, wild game. A high-flying 70 points, guys. 70 points in this game. Unbelievable game to watch. I'm glad that I covered this one. This is the game that I really wanted. We started off with a rocky start. I had technical difficulty starting this game, but this game ended up being a beauty. So they're showing now that game is over. They're cutting over to the Eagles game right now. So we've got the Eagles and the Patriots in this moment right now that are checking this out. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time watching Football Nation, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you're not convinced yet, catch me in this next game. It should be starting here shortly. Going to give myself a few minutes of a break so I can get some food in me before this game starts. But I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Mario Manuel. Keep an eye out for my content. Check out my channel. And we're going to be live for the Cowboys game coming up in just a few minutes. Y'all, I will see you in the next room. Peace.